Today's Countdown to Tip-Off show is brought to you by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. Baylor Scott and White Health, the official hospital and healthcare system of Baylor Athletics. Your healthcare, your way. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. TFNB, your bank for life. The official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Premier ER and Urgent Care. Feel better now. Nissan, innovation that excites. Coming up, we'll break down today's game, check scores, and take you inside Baylor men's basketball. And now, we're live. Alongside Hall of Famer Pat Nunley, here's the voice of the Bears, John Morris.
From inside Fifth Third Arena in Cincinnati, Ohio, welcome into Baylor Big 12 basketball. Tonight, it's the Baylor Bears and the Cincinnati Bearcats. Hi, everybody. Welcome into our Conecuh Sausage Countdown to Tip-Off, brought to you by Conecuh Sausage. John Morris alongside Baylor Athletics Hall of Famer Pat Nunley. Dr. Van Goodall, our network board operator tonight. And Pat, safe to say, two teams in need of a conference win matching up tonight.
Yeah, and John, just being around the program as we have been, they're preparing as hard at 1-6 as they would be if they were 6-1. They really are, and so it's fun to be around that. Still a lot of optimism. They're positive. They're just trying to get better, and really, again, just trying to win a game. And this will be a tough one for them on the road. A difficult environment for them. The first game in a two-game swing, one trip. This one in West Virginia on Saturday, but they're just looking forward. And it's right now it's how do we beat Cincinnati tonight? And I'd say they've got a great game plan against a team that falls into the Baylor category, desperately needs a win. I mean, right now I think most people would say Cincinnati has underachieved in terms of its roster and the expectations, but we have still a lot of basketball left to play.
I like what you said about Baylor and their preparation. It's fun to be there, be in scout, see how hard our coaches work preparing these guys for this game and every game. I mean, you couldn't tell what Baylor's record was by being in a scout session or watching these guys work out.
You really couldn't, and it's upbeat, it's positive, it's optimistic, and anybody that's been around Coach Drew for any period of time knows that's his attitude, and that's the attitude this team is going to bring to the floor tonight.
All right, Baylor and Cincinnati, the Bears are 11-8 overall. They're 1-6 in Big 12 conference play, coming off the loss at home to TCU on Saturday, 97-90. Cincinnati is 10-10 overall. They are 2-5 in the Big 12. But the one thing that jumps out on Cincinnati's resume so far, they beat Iowa State in this building.
Yeah, and didn't have much trouble doing it, really.
Yeah.
And so it is a very capable roster. The one thing, John, you and I talked about this, I mean, you look at the roster, and it's a complete team. They got big, rugged guards. They've got wings. They've got one of the better players in the league, and Baba Miller. Guy can play the 3, can play the 4, the 5. But they just, in conference play for whatever reason, have not been able to shoot the ball down. This is a poor three-point shooting team in conference play.
Yeah, and interesting to look out there at the teams warming up. There's a couple of guys in different uniforms than we've seen before. How about Jalen Celestine, played at Baylor after transferring from West Virginia. He's now a Cincinnati Bearcat.
Yeah, and you know, we can say this, just basketball aside, what a good guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Really nice guy. You and I both had a chance just to say hello to him. Always has a smile on his face. He's happy wherever he is. So other than tonight, wish him the best of luck. But he's a good player for them. In fact, in conference play, one of the few bright spots for them just in terms of making threes. That's what he does best.
And for Baylor, of course, Dan Skillings Jr., first year at Baylor. He played 3 years. He played 100 games wearing a Bearcat uniform.
Yeah, and his sophomore year, I think it was, leading scorer on this team. So he was. Emphasis on the was, a fan favorite. He's not going to get a warm reception tonight. But, John, I was thinking about that. I think fans, for the most part, in the day and age of the portal, the transfer portal, I don't think it's that big a deal.
Yeah.
I don't think it's really going to linger much. Now, I may be wrong, but I think fans are kind of over it. I mean, Cincinnati is chock full of transfer portal players as well.
Well, interesting to visit with Dan Skillings, and yesterday was his birthday, by the way, so happy belated birthday to Dan Skillings Jr. Interesting to visit with him, and he has very fond memories of his time here in Cincinnati.
Well, you know, he is I think a Philadelphia guy, so this neck of the woods is familiar to him, and he did have a really good career here, and for whatever reason, change was in order, and he's come down and still plays hard. I mean, he hasn't changed the way he plays. Cincinnati to Baylor, we'll need him tonight heavily.
All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we will visit with Dan Skillings Jr. back home, so to speak, in Cincinnati. We'll do that when we come back on the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to Tip-Off. Conecuh Sausage, made from the finest cuts of pork. Their patented blend of seasonings and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true hickory smoked southern flavor. Conecuh Sausage is always great on the grill and perfect for tailgating. Pick up a pack and enjoy your family's favorite recipes at any meal of the day. Conecuh Sausage, a game day tradition and the official smoked sausage of the Baylor Bears. Visit with Dan Skillings, former Bearcat, now Bear, when we come back on the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to Tip-Off on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff.
Okay.
Now conveniently located in Woodway, right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new Sports Vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrists of Baylor Athletics.
Play ball!
Spring in Waco means one thing: Baylor baseball on Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark. From big home runs to big-time moments, this season is packed with must-see action. Season tickets are on sale now, giving you the best seats, the best value, and every unforgettable play all spring long. Don't just hear the crowd, be a part of it. Get your Baylor baseball season tickets today at BaylorBears.com/tickets.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is a longtime supporter of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Baylor fans are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and get your own custom Baylor Bear debit card. With 6 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB Your Bank for Life. Member FDIC.
Bluebonnet Health Services has been caring for Central Texans since 2004. Bluebonnet is locally owned and operated, which allows them the most interaction with patients each and every day, promoting compassionate care and integrity. They provide hands-on attention to their patients through a staff with years of experience. Bluebonnet Health Services provides home health care, supportive care, and hospice. Remember, it's your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet Health Services.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Welcome back on the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to Tip-Off, live from Cincinnati. Baylor and UC warming up on the floor in front of us. We're brought to you in part by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Pat, it's becoming more and more common. Guys switching teams, maybe switching loyalties. Transfer portal, it's just so easy to transfer these days. And we mentioned we've got a couple of them tonight. Jalen Celestine, former Bear, now playing for Cincinnati. And Dan Skillings Jr., former Bearcat for 3 seasons, now playing for the Bears.
You know, and we talked about Jalen Celestine, what a good guy he is, represents this school well. Wherever he is, he's going to represent well. I think the same thing could be said for Dan Skillings.
Yep.
You know, we've talked a lot about it, and it is true that when Coach Drew goes to the portal, he's going to find guys that fit this culture and fit this program. I mean, you want good players, but good players who don't fit the culture are not going to work here. Dan Skillings really does fit.
He really does. We visited with Dan, and he is excited to be back in his adopted hometown, let's say, of Cincinnati.
It's great being back here, man. Man, I call Cincy home, too, as well. This is where I got engaged at, you know what I mean? And I'm getting married this year in Ohio, in Cincinnati. So it's amazing to be back, man. It feels so cool to be back out here. I love the fans out here, all the donors that supported me all the years I was there, and all the relationships I met gain from that experience at Cincinnati. It was such a blessing, and it's just like a full circle moment, like just coming back here and playing the game.
Yeah. So you have good memories of your time here, really good memories, don't you?
Yes, great memories here, man. I have all love for every teammate I ever had, every coach I ever had, Coach West, Coach Morgan, Coach Dalla, Coach Drew, go all the way down the line. My time at Cincinnati was amazing, you know, and it feels good to be back, you know. It feels cool. We went to shoot around tonight, and today, and it was fun to be in that arena and shoot around and things like that, you know. It was a cool moment.
That's good. What kind of reaction do you think you'll get from the Cincinnati fans here?
They will probably boo me.
Yeah.
They'll probably boo me. I would rather them to boo me because it's just like, I don't know, like my whole life, like I always wanted the whole arena to boo me. I think it'll fire me up and get me ready to play, and I play better with adversity, so I think they will. But I've seen some people saying they'll give me a standing ovation, but I'm not sure. I don't mind. I know the fans there love me and I love them, and it's a part of what it is, you know, the home crowd, and I left and things like that, and we got to boo them, you know. It's the fun of the sport, man. It's the fun of the sport. It's a blessing that I get to play this game called basketball and do what I do, you know, and enjoy my time on the court, and I know I'll have fun on the court no matter the result.
There you go. That's Dan Skillings Jr. coming back to Cincinnati tonight, and you can tell how much he appreciated his time here.
You know, he says he's wished his whole life that he would get booed by an entire arena. Well, his wish will come true tonight. Now, I don't think it'll linger really, but no, he'll get a healthy dose of boos when he hits the floor.
All right, our pregame visit with Bears head coach Scott Drew. When we come back, stay with us. This is the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to Tip-Off on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Planning a new or used vehicle purchase? Drive the lane with First Central Credit Union's easy online application. It's a winning season with First Central's full court press of quick local loan processing, your best rate, and flexible terms. Apply online. You'll score at www.firstcentralcu.com. We're your team.
Membership and loan policy requirements apply. Member NCUA.
Everything we do is true. We do for you.
Kids can now join the Baylor Cub Club, the official kids club of Baylor Athletics, presented by Green Eye Associates. Fans 12 and under can register for the low cost of $25 and gain exclusive benefits and access to Baylor Athletics events. Members receive free admission to select events, exclusive giveaway access, and their own membership package. To register your Cub, please visit BaylorBears.com/Cub Club. Sign your Cub up today.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas, it's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified buyers get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 subvention cash on a new 2026 Tundra. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 2/2/26.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Welcome back to Cincinnati. Let's continue on our pregame show. Visit now with Bears head coach Scott Drew. Bears and Bearcats coming up tonight. And, Coach, great opportunity, great challenge for you tonight against Cincinnati.
Well, that's the great thing about the Big 12. Every night's a great challenge, great opportunity. I know the team's excited. Dan Skillings obviously played here, knows all the ins and outs. And I know you kind of get that feeling when you remember Jalen Bridges. We went back to West Virginia, and the guys really wanted to try hard for Jalen. And I know Dan, it was his birthday yesterday. I'm sure I know what his birthday wish was.
Exactly. Can that help? Can he help you in scout leading into this game?
Oh, most definitely. Not only tendencies from the players, but also the staff. What things they like to do, what they want to do, what they're looking to do.
Isn't it wild that's becoming more and more regular occurrence? Guys on your team, or you're playing somebody that used to be on your team.
Well, I'm sure Jalen has done the exact same thing. So, and it's great to see Jalen has been really shooting it well. 40% in conference, really looks like he's moving well. Body looks good. So happy for him. He's a great young man.
Good. What's the challenge, toughest challenge against Cincinnati tonight?
Well, I think their size and length. I mean, it starts inside. We all know Theam from Central Florida last year. I don't have the numbers what he had against us, but it was a lot. Hitting threes, fadeaways. He's a shot blocker at 7'2", 250. A lot of Joel Embiid comparisons. And then Baba Miller, somebody that played for Coach Jacobs at FAU, one of the more highly sought after guys in the portal as well. Harris is someone at West Virginia, played really well. And then the common denominator is anytime you have returning core members, it really is beneficial. And Day Thomas is someone that's been here, knows what Coach wants. Coach knows what he's capable and does. I think Jizzle James has been the one that's been the wild card because he was dismissed from the team, and then they didn't get off to the start they wanted. And Jizzle got brought back, and the minute he got brought back, their play started to improve. And but he's just been back for 8 games, 10 games. So they're starting to get a lot more comfortable playing with him, and they had some tough losses, 1 possession games. So it's a really competitive team. Anytime you beat Iowa State like they did at home, lost to Houston and down the buzzer. They played well here.
Yeah. Final thought, this has been a kind of a different week with the weather, and you couldn't get on the floor and practice on Monday, now travel, and it's a 2-game trip. Might that work in your favor in that it kind of breaks you out of a normal routine, and maybe your guys might respond to that?
Yeah, well, you use a lot of what your past experiences are. The last time we had a weather issue like this, it was when we went to the Sweet 16 in '98, and we weren't able to practice. Went to the NCAA tournament, beat Ole Miss, beat Florida State. So I think guys were excited to be able to be at practice. Again, Cincinnati's a team that beat Iowa State by 9 at home, beat Colorado at home, and then lost by 1 at UCF, lost by 2 at West Virginia, played Arizona close to the last 8 minutes or so, and we know Arizona's been on a tear. So it's a team that's played good basketball.
Yep. All right, very good. Coach, thanks. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thank you, Baylor fans.
Baylor coach Scott Drew, Baylor and Cincinnati coming up here in the Queen City. More of our pregame show after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
Hey y'all, it's Jackie Marshall from Baylor Football. You probably know Goodwill for their stores. Trust me, I've scored some fun finds here. But here's the real deal. When you donate or shop at Heart of Texas Goodwill, you're helping people right here in the community get jobs, training, or even a high school diploma. HOT Goodwill celebrating 70 years strong and still changing lives through the power of work. That's something worth celebrating. Donate, shop, change lives. That's Heart of Texas Goodwill.
Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love to cater all kinds of events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to Nextlink Internet. With Nextlink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, Nextlink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give Nextlink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears!
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
And welcome back courtside on the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to tip-off. John Morris, Pat Nunley, and Pat's got our keys to the game. Pat, would be a big win for the Bears on the road. How are they going to do it?
Well, it's a Big 12 game, so you got to win the boards, and the Bears have been good at that. In fact, in conference play, they've out-rebounded their opponent 5 out of 7 times, and I think getting to the boards means for Baylor, get to the offensive glass. This is going to be a tough game for the Bears to score in. In fact, Cincinnati has the 9th best defensive team in the country in defensive efficiency. You're going to need extra shots each possession. Baylor's 28th in the country in offensive rebounds per game. And, John, in Cincinnati's losses, they've given up a bunch of offensive rebounds, so that's an advantage for the Bears tonight. Number 2, got to take care of the ball. You're on the road. Live ball turnovers kill you on the road, really ignite a home crowd. And one of the coaches said in the pregame, Baylor's been giving away 20% of its possessions on turnovers, and in a game like this, which I think will be a low possession game, you just can't afford to do that. And then finally, another point of emphasis, you have to defensively, each player, own your matchups. You win 90% of those matchups, and you shouldn't need help if you haven't gotten screened. And I think what we've seen when the Baylor defense has broken down is straight line drives by the opponent's offense, and that can't happen tonight. And in conference play, Cincinnati has been a poor three-point shooting team. For that reason, they want the ball in the lane. Got to own your matchups and not let the guy you're guarding turn the corner on you.
Sounds like a plan. Let's see how it gets carried out tonight. See if the Bears can get a big road win over these Bearcats. You're tuned in to the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to Tip-Off, brought to you by Conecuh Sausage. Ruby and Wesley Wellborn's favorite meal of the day. Could be breakfast, could be lunch, could be dinner. It could be yours as well. Conecuh sausage made from the finest cuts of pork. Their patented blend of seasonings and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true hickory smoked southern flavor. Conecuh sausage is always great on the grill and perfect for tailgating. Pick up a pack and enjoy in your family's favorite recipes at any meal of the day. Conecuh sausage, a game day tradition and the official smoked sausage of the Baylor Bears. Our courtside cam is up and running here inside Fifth Third Arena in Cincinnati. Check it out on the Baylor Athletics YouTube channel. The courtside cam is brought to you by Nextlink, reliable high-speed internet for your home or business. Our final pregame break. When we come back, the starting lineups and the opening tip. Bears and Bearcats from Cincinnati on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
It's the wrap-up year sales event at Allen Samuels in Waco. Get the 2025 Ram 1500 Lone Star with 0% for 72 months or 3.9% for 72 months, plus 10% below MSRP and $2,000 in Black Friday select inventory cash. Check out the huge selection of 2026 Ram 2500s, now with $4,000 combined bonus cash allowance, backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Hurry, these year-end savings won't last long at Allen Samuels.
Come by, let's be friends.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new Sports Vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Today we have two very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So we could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right. Oh, I like it. So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip? Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Do you want to earn points while cheering on your favorite Baylor teams? Join Baylor Bold Rewards. Track your attendance on the Baylor Sports app across athletic events and earn points towards prizes and experiences. Download the Baylor Sports app or register online today at BaylorBoldRewards.com and start earning your points today.
This is Baylor men's basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
He's going to squeeze the air out of that basketball and celebrate a big-time Baylor win in the Farrell Center. Second-ranked Baylor all over number 6 Villanova today here in Waco. And Meyer will hold the ball, toss it high in the air. Baylor can celebrate a second straight Big 12 Conference championship.
And this ball game belongs to the Baylor Bears. The Baylor Bears.
This broadcast is brought to you by TFNB, your bank for life. The official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. Nissan, innovation that excites. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Get ready. Tip-off is just moments away. Now, alongside Hall of Famer Pat Nunley, here is the voice of the Bears, John Morris.
From Fifth Third Arena in Cincinnati, it's Baylor and the UC Bearcats coming up. John Morris, Pat Nunley, Dr. Van Goodall, our network board operator tonight. Let's give you our starting lineups brought to you by Baylor Scott & White, Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, bringing the home team advantage to Central Texans. For the home-standing Bearcats under head coach Wes Miller, his 5th season here at Cincinnati, 15th as a Division I head coach. They'll start this way. The guards, couple of good ones. Day Thomas, 6'1" grad student from Bishopville, South Carolina. He is from Kilgore Junior College. Also, Jizzle James, 6'3" junior from Orlando. The backcourt combination for Coach Wes Miller and Cincinnati. Jalen Celestine, a familiar name and face to Baylor fans. He'll get a start at the 3 position, 6'7" grad student from Ajax, Ontario, played at West Virginia, played at Baylor, now here at Cincinnati. And the 2 bigs down low, Mustafa Cham, 7'2", 250-pound sophomore from Dakar, Senegal, transfer from UCF. And Baba Miller, their leading scorer and rebounder on the year. Miller, 6'11", 225, a senior from Mallorca, Spain. He's a transfer from FAU, played for Coach John Jacobs at FAU, now here at Cincinnati. 5 starters for Coach Wes Miller and the Bearcats, and they are 10-10 on the season, 2-5 in Big 12 conference play. Coach Scott Drew will start this way tonight. Obi Agbam at the point, 6'3", 5th-year player from Aurora, Colorado. Transfer to Baylor from Wyoming. Baylor's assist leader on the season. 2 guard for the Bears would be, well, take your pick, sort of positionless with these guys. But Tunde Yesufu, 6'5", true freshman from Cotonou in Benin. He is averaging 17.7 points per game, 5.9 rebounds per game in this is true freshman season. Cameron Carr to start for the Bears, Baylor's leading scorer on the year, 20.4 points per game. Overall, 18.7 points per game in conference-only games. Dan Skillings Jr. back home in Cincinnati, 6'6" senior from Blackwood, New Jersey, a transfer from Cincinnati will get the start. His first start since the Iowa State game, appropriate that he'll get the start back home tonight. And Caden Powell for the Bears, 6'9" senior out of Waco, Midway High School, transfer to Baylor from Rice. Baylor's leading rebounder on the season, 7.2 boards per game. 5 starters for Coach Scott Drew. in his 23rd season as head coach at Baylor, 24th as a Division I head coach. Baylor's all-time winningest coach and the coach of the 2021 national champions, Coach Scott Drew. Our starting lineups brought to you by Baylor Scott & White, Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics. From injury prevention to enhanced recovery, team up with us to get back in the game.
You know, John, until you come up here to this arena, you kind of forget what a historic college basketball program this is.
Good point.
I mean, you look up 6 Final Fours, 8 Elite Eights, 10 Sweet 16s, back-to-back national championships in 61 and 62, led by Oscar Robertson.
The Big O.
The Big O.
And a real storied history.
Yeah.
They are the 12th winningest program all time in NCAA basketball history.
You know, years ago, it was named a top 10 program in college basketball history by the AP. So a lot of story, but they're like everybody else, just trying to climb back into that right now. Haven't been to the NCAA tournament in a while, which is unusual for this program.
Well, a lot of black on the floor for the Bearcats tonight, and on the bench they are wearing the black uniforms, white and red trim. Baylor will counter with the whites normally seen at home. Baylor will wear white on the road tonight, green numerals and lettering, Baylor on the front, name and numeral on the back. Our three officials tonight, Kip Kissinger, Randy McCall, and Tony Padilla, waiting for TV to say go, and we'll get this game going tonight. Baylor and Cincinnati. Baylor leads the all-time series 4-1 against the Bearcats. The only loss by the Bears their last trip in here, it was last February.
Yeah, and John, good officiating crew tonight. Got Tony Padilla, Kip Kissinger, one of my very favorites, and Randy McCall. It's funny, you turn on the TV, watch any college basketball game, you're going to probably go see one of those three guys.
Arizona, BYU the other night. Here's BYU with the tip controlled, and it leads to a dunk at the other end very quickly by Baba Miller.
Yeah, and you know, the coaching staff spends a lot of time on the opening tip. They don't want that to happen. And again, a breakaway and a dunk by Miller ignites this home crowd.
That was big time, really fast. Now the Bears have it. Their offensive half of the floor, they shoot to the basket to our right. Obi Agbum gives to Caden Powell, top of the key. Powell to Carr. Slip to Powell, layup,
nice.
Good by Caden Powell.
What a play, and you really have to appreciate what he had to shoot over. That's Chom at 7-2 in the lane, so Powell did a good job kissing it high off the backboard to get Baylor's first bucket.
Ties the game at 2. Here's Chom, short jumper, baseline left that is good. Wasn't far out, it wasn't a dunk, maybe about 5 feet out, but Chom gives the Bearcats a 4-2 lead.
Yeah, that's the 7-2 guy I was just talking about. When he floats out and can make that shot from 12, 15 feet away, he's really dangerous.
4-2 lead for the Bearcats. Incidentally, a section of the students here boo every time that Dan Skillings Jr. touches the ball. They booed him pretty lustily in the pregame introductions. Skillings off balance shot, won't fall. Rebound pulled down by Baba Miller.
Yeah, he pressed that one. That shot was really not out of the half-court offense. I think he just got a little bit sped up by the booing, and there's a lot of it.
4-2, Bearcats lead the Bears a minute and a half in. Here's a three right wing that is good by Jizzle James. 3 by James and a 7-2 lead for Cincinnati.
And before that shot, he was a 13% three-point shooter in Big 12 play. That's not a good sign. You don't want those guards to find the range finally tonight.
Obi Agbum looks to answer his three, no good. Right wing, no good. And Caden Powell can't get to the rebound. Day Thomas does. Up the floor in a hurry, and there's a tie-up. How about that play?
What a
Big
play.
6'11", Baba Miller. Wasn't really going for the dunk, I don't think. Maybe he would have, but he was tied up. A clean block by Caden Powell.
That's a great play. I mean, what Miller is looking to do is get the bucket and the foul, or one or the other, and Powell just jumped right up, straight up, just made himself long, and had an opportunity to get a piece of the ball.
Not easy to do. Here's the Bears trailing 7-2. Obi Agbum drives, drops it off for Caden Powell, and he is fouled as he goes up for the shot. Foul is going to be on Cincinnati's Mustafa Chom. 7'2", 250, an imposing figure under the basket. The name sounds familiar, played at UCF a year ago, now here at Cincinnati.
A big round of applause from the Baylor coaching staff. First free throw by Powell is good. Each of Baylor's points have come off dribble penetrations into the lane, and that one, Agbum took the ball baseline, got the defense away and out of position, and couldn't defend Powell at the rim.
First free throw good. Second one off the mark by Powell. It's 7-3, the lead for Cincinnati. In a hurry into the front court. Given back to Celestine on the left wing. Pass it right wing to James. Back to Celestine. Into the paint. Pass nearly stolen away, but a foul is called, and it's on Baylor's Caden Powell.
You know, and Baylor coaching staff talked about that. You've got two really big guys, 6'11" Miller and 7'2" Chom, and they'll play a high-low. One guy up high, one down in the lower post. And when they do that, they are looking to cut. And that high post guy turns into a passer. That's what Baylor was trying to prevent there when Chom caught it, called for the foul.
Pretty quick, Michael Ratai is off the bench, and Caden Powell to the bench with his first personal foul. Maybe worried about foul problems for him tonight with all the bigs for Cincinnati. Bearcats inbound, three right wing, no good by Celestine, out of bounds with the ball and over to Baylor, so it's the Bears' possession, trailing 7-3.
Yeah, great rebounding position. That's a big, strong, wasn't a clean defensive rebound, but they were in great position to make sure Cincinnati didn't get it. That defensive rebounding piece has been a missing piece of the puzzle for Baylor thus far in conference play.
Obi Agbum bounces it top of the key to Michael Ratai. Back to Carr. He'll drive in. Carr's layup left it on the rim. It rolls off. No good. Boy, he got there. He just left it just short. Chom the rebound. Pushes it up the floor to Thomas. Now for the Bearcats, left corner to Miller. Pass underneath to Chom. Back to Miller. He'll shoot a three. It is no good. And the rebound by Agbum. I don't think the Baylor coaches mind him out there shooting threes.
No, I mean, he's now 1 of 15 from a three-point line. They'll give him all of those he wants.
Here's a three in transition. No good by Carr. Dan Skillings the rebound. His three, left corner, is no good. But a whistle and a foul. And it's on Baba Miller, his first.
Yeah, first offensive rebound of the game for the Bears, and that was Dan Skillings chasing the shot that he knew was going to be short, so he was the first player to the rebound and was fouled in the process.
Isaac Williams off the Baylor bench. Cam Carr to the bench. Remember the other day, Pat, he had a little cramping issue at the end of the game. I don't think that's an issue coming into the game tonight. Bears inbound the ball, deep inbounds pass. Tunde Yesufu into the backcourt to get the ball. Now the Bears set up in the half court, trailing 7-3, nearing the 16-minute mark, first half. Isaac Williams for the Bears to Agbum, three, no good. Rebound Celestine for Cincinnati. Celestine brings it into the front court himself. Passes right side to Jizzle James. His dad is Edgerrin James, the former NFL star. Three left corner is no good by Day Thomas. Fight for the rebound. Out of bounds. It's off Cincinnati's Tyler McKinley and over to the Bears.
And again, a nice defensive rebounding effort that time. Ball rolled out of bounds, but it rolled out of bounds off a Cincinnati player because they had to reach for it. Bears doing a nice job, just a semicircle. When the ball is shot by Cincinnati, thus far it's been pretty much one and done for them.
Timeout on the floor, 15:56 to play. First half, Cincinnati the early lead over Baylor, 7-3 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Bluebonnet Health Services has been caring for Central Texans since 2004. Bluebonnet is locally owned and operated, which allows them the most interaction with patients each and every day, promoting compassionate care and integrity. They provide hands-on attention to their patients through a staff with years of experience. Bluebonnet Health Services provides home health care, supportive care, and hospice. Remember, it's your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet Health Services.
We don't just build trucks, we build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas, it's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified buyers get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 of pension cash on a new 2026 Tundra. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 2/2/26.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Back with us inside Fifth Third Arena in Cincinnati. Bearcats have the opening advantage over the Bears, 7-3. At Cincinnati is 1 for 4, shooting 3-pointers. They'd like to click off their threes. Their percentage shooting threes would maybe say they shouldn't shoot so many.
Well, and the Baylor game plan is shoot all of those you want because they are at 29% as a team in Big 12 play. We didn't think this was going to be an offensive thing of beauty tonight, really. We talked about Cincinnati's defensive effort. I mean, number 9 in the country in defensive efficiency. To me, by the first media timeout, biggest stat in the game is that Cincinnati does not have an offensive rebound. So they're not shooting it well, and they're not getting extra shots, which is huge in this game. Baylor has struggled to be a really good defensive rebounding team in conference play, and in the first, 4 minutes of this game have been pretty good.
Well, you come on the road, and it's nice to bring your own cheering section, isn't it?
It is.
And Baylor has done that. A good group here, courtesy of Playfly and the Bear Foundation. Great to have Tony and Dina Lenore with us. Tom Woolsey is here. Jeff and Debbie Woolley are here. Eric and Michelle Sharrow, Richard Rogers, John Peel. Mark Lyerly is part of this group. Mike Craig is here. So well done by the Bear Foundation and Playfly to bring your own cheering section on the road. They'll be with us tonight here in Cincinnati and again in Morgantown on Saturday. Here we go, back to play. Bears ball trailing 7-3. Obi Agbum, Isaac Williams on the floor together. Agbum drives to the baseline right, tries to pass it along the baseline. It's knocked out of bounds. Baylor will inbound with 16 on the shot clock.
Yeah, pretty intentional about touching the paint on the drive or on the pass. Agbum's done a nice job of that to start.
Williams, the inbounder for the Bears, into Yesufu, to Agbum, to Ratai. Ratai, top of the key. Right side to Skillings. He'll drive. Reverse layup, good by Dan Skillings.
He needed that one just to get out of the gate strong. He just took it big time baseline, used the rim as a defender because Miller was there looking to block it.
First points tonight by Dan Skillings, the former Bearcat. There's a zone defensively now against Cincinnati. Pass to Miller. Right elbow extended. He'll drive. Tried to pass it underneath to McKinley, and a reach-in foul is called. It's on Baylor's Obi Agbum, his first.
Yeah, and the Bears have talked a lot about getting more to their zone, particularly tonight because of the inability of Cincinnati to break games open beyond the three-point line. They go to it pretty quickly in this one.
Fresh 20 on the shot clock for Cincinnati. They put the ball back in play. Kier Krisa is on for the Bearcats. He gets the ball top of the key. He launches a three that is no good. Another missed three by the Bearcats. Bears rebound. Skillings up the floor. Thought about a three. Instead gives it away to Michael Ratai. Ratai to Tunde Yesufu on the left wing. He'll drive in, get a little separation from Miller, but in doing so, he's called for an offensive foul.
Yeah, you said it, John. He was just trying to get separation, and this is a really, really good Cincinnati defensive team, particularly with their on-ball defense. And Yesufu called for just a little bit of a right arm to create separation and get a shot off.
Not much. Big, strong guy, but enough to get a foul call from Kip Kissinger.
Yeah, a little nudge from Yesufu goes a long way.
That's true. Keyshawn Tillery is on for Cincinnati as well, a 6'1 freshman guard from Albany, New York. Tillery feeds James, left side three is good. There's a made three by Jizzle James.
Yeah, and he's the guy that the scouting report would say give him all of those he wants. He's made two in the game in 2 attempts.
10-5 lead for the Bearcats, 14-18 on the clock, first half. Ratai looks to drive in, loses the handle. It's taken away by Tillery. Tillery pushes it up the floor. Krisa, a three, left corner, no good. Baba Miller, the rebound, and he is tied up, I believe. Yep. It'll be an alternate possession. The ball will stay with the Bearcats.
Yeah, and Cincinnati, true to form, continues to struggle at the three-point line. Just 2 of 7 out there, but those 2 have come from a guy you would not expect to make them, and that's Jizzle James.
Like you said, 13% in Big 12 play, shooting threes. He was 3 of 23 shooting threes coming into the game. He's 2 of 2 to start the game tonight. TCU attacks. Here's a pass off the hands of Tyler McKinley, and out of bounds turnover, Bearcats. Bears ball, turnover, Cincinnati. Baylor has the ball trailing 10-5 to the Bearcats with 13:53 on the clock, first half. Turnovers 2 by Baylor, 1 by Cincinnati. Baylor had 18 turnovers, a season high in that loss to TCU on Saturday. Here's a drive by Skillings, kicks right side to Agbum. Agbum drives, gives it back to Skillings, drives into the paint, scoops it up, shot no good, may have been partially blocked. Keyshawn Tillery the other way to Baba Miller, out of control, his shot no good. Cameron Carr, Bears have numbers, Carr to Agbum, shot no, tip no, and a rebound by McKinley, and then a foul.
Yeah, it's a good foul though, and the Bears squandered an opportunity to get an offensive rebound and put back. It was hotly contested, but Carr was there, just left it on the front of the rim. But then had that foul not occurred, Cincinnati had big numbers at the other end. Just killed the play in the backcourt.
Foul is on Dan Skillings Jr., his first, team's fourth. Skillings to the bench. Tunde Yesufu is back on. Obi Agbum to the Baylor bench. Caden Powell is back on for the Bears. Cincinnati with the ball and the lead, 10-5 over the Bears. 14 fouls on Baylor, only 2 on the Bearcats so far through the first almost 7 minutes of this first half. Keyshawn Tillery on the right wing gives to Celestine. Celestine back to Tillery, top of the key. Looks left, dribbles left, now goes back, will drive into the paint, pull-up jumper is good by Keyshawn Tillery.
Yeah, you got to keep him out of the lane. I mean, Tillery can do that. Thomas can do that. James can do it. That's where they want the ball to be. Again, their bread and butter is not long-range shooting. They want the ball in the lane. They got it that time.
7-point lead, biggest of the first half for Cincinnati. Here's Tunde Yesufu, right wing, 3 off the mark. Rebound Bearcats. Tillery brings it up. Tillery top of the key, gives to James on the right wing. James to Tillery, back to James. 15 to shoot for the Bearcats, who lead by 7. Creasa to Tillery, left corner, 3 is good. So far, Cincinnati shooting much better from three-point range than their numbers would indicate.
Yeah, and the Bears have made 1 of their last 11 shots at some point. I mean, defense has not been bad. You got to score. It's going to be hard to in this game, but they've got to get points on the board soon.
That's a 10-point lead for Cincinnati, 15-5. Tunde Yesufu into the paint, shot up and in, but I think they're going to say before the shot, so it'll wipe out the basket.
Yeah,
Tunde's pleading his case. Coach Drew is pleading for him.
Yeah, well, the official said that Yesufu got a guy on the hand. Well, he had the ball. I mean,
Tunde would whistle for the foul.
I think so. They said 24. Let's double check that. But I know that Yesufu had an unpleasant expression on his face. It looked like they called him for the foul. We'll double check that, John, because that could be huge.
Yeah, Stat Monitor says foul is on Keyshawn Tillery. So that's his first. So it'll be Baylor's ball. It does wipe out the basket, but Baylor's ball when we come back from a timeout. From Cincinnati, the Bearcats lead the Bears 15-5, 11:57 to play, first half on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
So Padilla said 2-4. And Scott's going crazy.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is a longtime supporter of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Baylor fans are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and get your own custom Baylor Bear debit card. With 6 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage led by expert industry knowledge and a commitment to community. With kindness and integrity at the forefront, every agent is equipped to help you navigate the market and make the real estate journey your own. Whether buying or selling, feel supported with an award-winning agent at your side from first offer to contract and close. Magnolia Realty serves cities including Waco, Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, Temple. Learn more at magnoliarealty.com.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy, or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Baylor basketball brought to you in part by Pepsi. Hey, Bears fans, this basketball season, make Pepsi your go-to game day drink because it's the only drink for basketball watching. Pepsi, that's what I like. Proud partner of Baylor Athletics.
John, thanks for calming me down during that media timeout because I didn't see any way in the world that Yesufu could have been called for a foul there. And what happened was, and Coach Drew saw it the way I saw it, the official made the call, and he held up a 2 and a 5, and what he was saying is it's on 7.
Yeah.
That high math is hard for me. And 7 is Tillery for Cincinnati, who did foul Yesufu. I thought the 5 was a 4, 24, that's Yesufu. And Coach Drew ran out there, and I think the official explained it to him. So Bears still have it on their offensive end. And at some point, got to make a few. Just one of their last 11 have gone down. They're 2 of 12 in this game overall, down 10.
Well, you weren't the only one that would have had to been calmed down.
Yeah.
if that had been called on Yesufu.
Yeah, and Yesufu thought he saw it the same way and was rolling his eyes. But anyway, back to play, and Bears need to find a little bit of offense. Again, the defense, I think, John, has, for the most part, been as per the game plan. But you got to score, and this is a tough team to do that against. But 1 for 11 is going to dig the hole that they're in right now.
Yeah, that'll get you in a 10-point deficit, and that's where the Bears stand right now. Extended timeout. Baylor trailing by 10, 15-5 to Cincinnati. We mentioned a 2-game road swing for the Bears. We'll actually spend the night, spend 2 nights in a city. That never happens, but we'll stay here again tonight and head to Morgantown, West Virginia tomorrow. Game with the Mountaineers coming up on Saturday. West Virginia coming off a 59-54 win over Kansas State last night.
Well, the one win the Bears have had in league play has been on the road, true road game at Oklahoma State. So a little bit of confidence from that. But still a lot of time left in the first half. Bears still trying to find offense.
All right, Bears ball out of the timeout after the foul on Tillery. Isaac Williams wheels his way to the bucket and lays it in with his right hand.
Yeah, Creasa was guarding him, fell to the ground, and Williams was wide open. Still had to shoot it over the 7-2 Chom.
So it's 15-7. Bears with a bucket coming out of the timeout. Baylor trailing by 8 to the Bearcats. Tillery on the right wing to Creasa. Now left side to Celestine. The left-hander shoots the 3. It's no good. Rebound. Tunde Yesufu has it for the Bears. Gives it to Isaac Williams up the left side of the floor. Bears in the white uniforms on the road. Shoot to the basket to our right. Students were given red T-shirts here tonight. Team is wearing black. Nice drive to the bucket and a lay-in by Tunde Yesufu.
And that's a great find by Ratai in the deep low post. He had been doubled down, triple down from the perimeter. He knew somebody was open, and he found that guy was Yesufu about 30 feet away.
So back-to-back baskets by the Bears out of the timeout with a stop in there defensively as well. Here's Chom way away from the basket on the right side. Outside to Creasa, now to Tillery. Give to Celestine, to Creasa for 3. Front iron, no good. Michael Ratai knocks the rebound to Isaac Williams. Bears ball. Williams to the top of the key. Pass underneath, intended for Powell. Lost out of bounds, and oh no, a foul is going to be called on Caden Powell.
Yeah, it's about 90 feet from the bucket too. And that pass from Ratai was a good pass. The thought was good from the top of the key, but he just didn't have enough on it. In fact, Coach Drew's telling him right now, you got to fire that thing because when the guy you're throwing it to is open, he's not going to be open very long.
So Ratai and Powell to the bench. Here comes Dan Skillings Jr. and James Najee back on the floor. James has played a total of 1 minute, 48 seconds. The last 2 games combined, didn't play at all against TCU.
And John, I thought we would play him if his health would hold up. I thought we would see him tonight. Bears need length desperately in this game, and he can provide that.
So here's James Najee, the freshman from Nigeria, on the floor. At 7'7" wingspan, spread out wide in the paint area. Miller, pass into the right corner. Now underneath to Chom. Ball knocked out of bounds by Yesufu. It's going to stay with the Bearcats. 10:08 on the clock, first half. Cincinnati leading 15-9. Cincinnati inbounding on their baseline. Inbounds it comes to Chom. Chom, top of the key to Day Thomas. Left elbow. Can't get his shot away. Baseline shot, no good. Fight for the rebound. And Baylor's Najee knocks it to Tunde Yesufu. Nearly traveled with it to Williams. Williams across the paint, right to left. Now circles back outside. Isaac Williams now drives in. Gets a little separation. Fade away. Falls short. No good. Off to the races. Here's Tillery. And the ball stolen away by Baylor's Cameron Carr. Into the corner to Baylor's Dan Skillings. Reverse layup. Skillings misses the reverse. Ball out of bounds and over to Cincinnati.
That's a great look and a great play by Skillings. Did everything right, but just could not finish at the rim, and he knows it. Claps his hands and grimaces, but a nice play. And John, I thought the entry of Najee into the game made an immediate impact.
Yeah,
he didn't pull it down cleanly, but he kept it alive.
Well, Coach Drew is asking for a review of this play. I think one of the players out there felt pretty strongly that it should be Baylor's ball, enough so that Coach Drew is asking for the review. So a brief stoppage of play, 9:27 on the clock, first half, 15-9, Cincinnati leading Baylor, and taking a look at the review.
And John, the defense to start the game has really been pretty good. I mean, Cincinnati not known for offensive firepower, but still Bears have held their own on the glass. They're just right now holding their own defensively, waiting for the offense to just kind of wake up. Need a bucket. In fact, Cameron Carr has yet to score in the game. He's only taken 3 shots. I can tell you, if Bears are going to win tonight, he needs points.
So our 3-man officiating crew all taking a look at the replay. That's Kip Kissinger, Randy McCall, Tony Padilla. And to be honest, they may have showed it on the big board. I didn't see it, so I'm not sure.
No, I sure didn't see it. It was at the far end of the floor from us. But Bears getting decent looks. I mean, still not shooting it well. 4 of 16 now. But they have made 2 of their last 4, I should say. And Cincinnati hasn't scored in the last 2 minutes and 50 seconds.
All right, we don't have benefit of an effects feed here at Fifth Third Arena or the official's mic, but Kip Kissinger's told the crowd that the review is successful. So, Pat, it's going to be Baylor's ball.
Good call.
Yeah.
I wonder who made that. Is that a player typically that will come to the bench?
It is, and you know that David Kay, sitting right next to us, he charts success rate on if this review is on you, say that one was on James Najee, he records if it was successful or not successful.
Yeah, and I think the players understand the significance of a reverse. I mean, if the call is not overturned, call not reversed, it's a timeout. So I think they're pretty selective about that.
Inbounds to Carr, short-range jumper, right side of the paint, no good, off the rim. Got a great look there, just wouldn't fall for him. Cincinnati brings it up. Chom has it, left baseline, turns, shoots over Najee. Shot no good. Dan Skillings Jr., the rebound for the Bears.
Yeah, what Najee did was push Chom out of his comfort zone.
Up the floor to Agbum. 3-ball in from the left corner.
And maybe that is something that'll finally get him going. The Bears have struggled to score in transition. I think that's their first transition bucket of the game. Couldn't come at a better time.
15-12 now. Baylor with 7 unanswered points to close within 3. Here's a jumper by Jizzle James. Shot no good. Rebound tipped by Najee and controlled by Obi Agbum. So, Pat, you're right. James Najee really having an impact. And then Obi Agbum. Pull-up 3 in transition. Back-to-back threes. Ties the game at 15. At the other end, Baba Miller gets the feed, and he dunks it for 2.
That's a breakdown defensively, and again, you finally get a little momentum with back-to-back threes. Bears were just really slow to get to the other end of the floor. Miller outran everybody.
So the Bears had a 10-0 run in there to tie the game. Now it's 17-15. Cincinnati on top, 8 minutes, 13 seconds to play in the first half.
You know, sometimes you just got to see one go down, and Agbum got 2 down in a row, but you just got to break the string. And looks like the Bears have done that.
James Najee to the Baylor bench. He's going to get a crash course from Coach Drew as he comes to the bench. Back to play. And Baylor trying to get it to Cameron Carr. Ball knocked away and stolen. Turnover Bears. Bearcats ball leading by 2. Jordy Rodriguez on the floor. For the Bearcats, up top, it's Day Thomas hitting a three-pointer.
Yeah, who is a 29% three-point shooter in conference play. Now on the season, he's a little better than that. But the scouting report says, you know, you kind of pick your poison. You let Cincinnati make a few threes before you get serious about defending those.
20-15 is the lead. Cam Carr short on the 3 from the left wing. Rebound Ratai. An offensive rebound. Cincinnati scrapping at the ball. They knock it loose from Ratai. Baylor had it and gave it away. Jizzle James on the left wing. To the trailer Chom. Back to James. Now top of the key to Day Thomas. James runner. Baseline left is good.
Yeah, and when the coaching staff talks about owning your matchup, that's what we're talking about. And Yesufu came out at James close too hard, and James turned the corner on him. That was Yesufu's responsibility in the corner, and he just came harder than he couldn't stop and change directions quick enough to recover.
So Baylor had a 10-0 run to tie the game at 15. Since then, a 7-0 run by Cincinnati to go up by 7. It's Bearcats 22, Bears 15, 7:01 to play. First half on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Slam Dunk Cash with First Central Credit Union. Create a full court press with First Central's free checking that pays you cash
Yes, sir.
and refunds fees from other banks' ATMs. Enjoy free reward checking and be the MVP of a new cashback season. It's an easy bank shot. Apply online at firstcentralcu.com. We're your team.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
Eligibility and qualifications apply. Member NCUA.
Hey y'all, it's Jackie Marshall from Baylor Football. You probably know Goodwill for their stores. Trust me, I've scored some fun finds here. But here's the real deal. When you donate or shop at Heart of Texas Goodwill, you're helping people right here in the community get jobs, training, or even a high school diploma. HOT Goodwill celebrating 70 years strong and still changing lives through the power of work. That's something worth celebrating. Donate, shop, change lives. That's Heart of Texas Goodwill.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to NextLink Internet. With NextLink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, NextLink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give NextLink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
From the ESPN studios, this is KRZI Waco, K222DC Waco, K265DV Temple, ESPN Central Texas.
is the score. Cincinnati on top, 5:06 to play. Three, left wing is good by Day Thomas.
Well, they have found the range in this game. One of the worst, if not the worst, statistically three-point shooting teams in the league. They're now 5 of 12 out there.
They are the worst statistically in conference play. 16 out of 16, shooting 26% from three-point range. So far tonight for the Bearcats, they are 5 of 12 from beyond the arc. Ball is knocked out of bounds. Will stay with the Bears. Obi Agbum inbounds near side court. Under 5 minutes to play in the first half. Radai, the pass to Agbum. 18, it's a three. Three by Obi Agbum.
And that's a great find by Isaac Williams. Got the ball in the lane, got the defense to come in and shut his penetration off, shut the passing lanes off, but he found Agbum.
25-20. Here's a long three by Day Thomas, maybe too long. He missed the shot, but a whistle and a foul is called on Obi Agbum. So Agbum's down there battling against 6'11" Baba Miller.
Yeah.
And it's that bully, Obi Agbum, that gets called for the foul.
Well, Coach Drew says sometimes lowest man wins, and what he was trying to do is get to Miller's legs so that he couldn't jump, and did a little more than that, I think. But I don't think the game plan changes at all. I mean, you have to play the percentages. Even though Cincinnati has made 5 of 13 threes, the statistics would show you that they're not going to be able to sustain that. We'll see.
So first free throws of the half coming for Cincinnati. Baba Miller to the line. He is 64% in Big 12 play. Cincinnati as a team, 66% free throw shooting team on the season. Worst in the league, 71%, slightly better in Big 12 games only. And the first one by Miller is good.
And John, we talked about the pace of this game. And in Big 12 play, Cincinnati number 15 in the league in scoring. Baylor not much better at 14 in the league. So this is, at least we thought coming in, would be more of a slugfest.
Second one rims out, 1 of 2. But a lane violation. A lane violation, I think, on Isaac Williams. So he's going to get another shot at it. 3 to make 2 for Baba Miller.
Yeah, and Isaac Williams is shaking his head, and the official made the call. Tony Padilla said, that's not even close.
Okay.
I mean, he was in there like a rocket.
Here's Baba Miller, a couple of dribbles, twirls the basketball, shot up and in. Given a second chance, he hits the second free throw. 2 of them by Baba Miller, and it is 27-20, Cincinnati up on Baylor. Bears ball, 4:25 to play, first half. Williams into the front court to Skillings, to Radai. Radai back to Isaac Williams. Williams top of the key. Passes baseline to Skillings. Drive, finger roll, no. Radai can't control the rebound. Had it and lost it, and Day Thomas takes it the other way. Boy, Radai was right there. Great position, couldn't handle the rebound. Here is McKinley. Gives it on the right side to Celestine. Celestine into the paint, fadeaway, 16-footer. Tough shot, but it's good.
Yeah, really tough shot. In fact, that's not his game. We saw him play a year ago when he was playing for Baylor, and he is a three-point guy. I mean, the vast majority of his shots are threes. That was a tough follow-away.
It's 29-20. The lead is back to 9 for Cincinnati. Isaac Williams drives in. Layup, no good. But he got the rebound and put it in, given a second chance.
Yeah, I mean, he is living in the lane right now, which is what you want your point guard to do.
29-22, Bears down by 7, 3:22 to play, first half. Jizzle James gives to McKinley. McKinley left elbow, passes back outside to Celestine. Celestine into the paint. Celestine playing against his former teammates. Shot up and in. Another turnaround jumper is good by Celestine.
I mean, and he was so closely guarded by Skillings. Skillings didn't get lifted. He stayed on the floor. Just forced a really tough shot by Celestine that went in.
31-22 is the lead. A 9-point advantage for the Bearcats. Radai, top of the key for Baylor. With the dribble. Thought about a three-pointer. Gives to Yesufu. He'll shoot a three, and it's good. Tunde Yesufu nails the three from the left wing.
You know, coming into this game, the Bears have gotten 50% of their scoring from those two guys. That's Yesufu and Carr. And in this game, that is now 5 for Yesufu. Carr has yet to score.
Timeout on the floor comes with 2:36 on the clock, first half. Our score, Cincinnati 31, Baylor 25. Back after this word from Pepsi.
Today we have two very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So we could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway, right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new sports vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Baylor fans, ready to keep it cool this season? Ice and Easy delivers premium ice lightning fast. From tailgates to restaurants, construction sites, concerts, and races, Ice and Easy has you covered. Game day or work day, keep your drinks cold and your spirits bold. Ice and Easy, we deliver, you chill. Proud supporter of the Baylor Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Baylor Basketball brought to you in part by Hellberg's. Fans, don't miss out on Texas Top 50 Barbecue, located conveniently right off Highway 6 outside Waco at Hellberg's Barbecue. Hellberg's offers catering, daily specials, and more to barbecue lovers from across Texas. Hellberg's Barbecue, salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
Well, Bears have trailed really from the get-go in this game. And in fact, they have not had a lead. Largest lead for Cincinnati was 10. That was at the 15-5. It was 15-5 at the 12-17 mark. But still, John, you just get the feeling that Bears are just trying to wait for the offense to recover. I got to say again, the defense I think has been good. We knew this would be a low possession game. It has been. And Cincinnati has shot it uncharacteristically well from a three-point line. They made 5 of 13 in this game. I think you stay with the game plan and just play the percentages and see if Cincinnati can sustain their shooting. And at some point, there's going to have to get points from Cameron Carr, who's 0 for 5 from the floor. I think it's coming. He just needs to see one go down.
Yeah, that's your leading score, 18.5 points per game in conference play. Fourth leading scorer in the Big 12, has not scored a point so far here in the first half. Rebounding numbers are positive for Baylor, out-rebounding Cincinnati 18-13, including 5-1 on the offensive glass.
Yeah, and 5 second chance points. We said before the game that's a muscle that Baylor needs to flex because they're one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the league, and that is a strength that they need to play to. When the ball's not going in, and it's not going in for them right now, you need extra shots somehow, either at the free throw line or in this case, off of the offensive glass, and they've been able to do that.
Hey folks, check out our Courtside Cam, brought to you by NextLink, reliable high-speed internet for your home or business. Go to the Baylor Athletics YouTube channel and search Courtside Cam, and you can watch right into our broadcast spot here in Fifth Third Arena in Cincinnati. Back to play, Bearcats ball around the perimeter. 3 by James, no good. Rebound, James Najee back on the floor, and Najee with the rebound for Baylor. Gives to Tunde Yesufu into the front court. Now to Carr. Carr gives it top of the key to Najee. Now to Skillings for 3, no good. Back iron, rebounded by Baba Miller.
Yeah, Coach Drew wanted a better shot that possession. They need to be really selective with shots that come early. That one, not bad, but it ought to come late in the possession.
Cincinnati, good ball movement outside the arc. Thomas now to Baba Miller. Turnaround jumper in the paint. Rat-a-tats in for Miller.
You know, that guy is so dangerous. He's 6'11". He can play with his back to the bucket in the 5 spot. He can play the 4. He can play the wing, and because of that, they can play big, they can play small. He's just really hard to guard.
From Mallorca, Spain, played for Coach John Jacobs at FAU last year, now here at Cincinnati. 33-25, the lead for the Bearcats. A whistle away from the ball, and it's going to be a foul on Jalen Celestine. That is his first tonight. Team foul number 6 on the Bearcats. So not yet in the bonus with 1:22 remaining before halftime. Kip Kissinger hands the ball to Isaac Williams, inbounding on the Baylor baseline. Williams, deep inbounds pass to Carr. Carr still scoreless here in the first half. Gives to Williams, back to Carr. Thought about a three, passes to Yesufu. Yesufu, head fake, got Chom off his feet, and hit the shot with a foul.
You know, that's a pretty good play. When nothing else is working, if you can get Yesufu isolated down low, doesn't matter who he's isolated on. He's 6'5", 215, big and strong, used a little head and shoulder fake to get his defender lifted, and then maneuvered his body to draw the foul and finish all in one motion.
Chom personal number 2. Yesufu's free throw is good. So a 3-point play for Tunde Yesufu and the Bears.
That's a big play. And now what the Bears will do is press in the backcourt, full court pressure. They're not really looking for a steal. But what they're trying to do is when Cincinnati gets it into the half court, give them only 17 or 18 seconds to work with.
33-28, the lead for the Bearcats. Now exactly 1 minute to go before halftime. Here's Baba Miller in the paint. Miller has the ball knocked away and stolen by Yesufu. Yesufu into the front court for the Bears. Yesufu thought about a three. He'll drive into the paint, working against Miller. Shoots over him. Shot no good. Front iron. Miller the rebound. He'll run it up himself. Miller has the ball knocked away from behind, but a foul also is called. It's on Baylor's Cameron Carr.
Yeah, he was just trying to kill the play, and he did that. I mean, Cincinnati had numbers up the floor, and if Carr has a foul to give, and that's his second with just 42 seconds in the half, not a bad foul. Coaching staff calls those goodie fouls, and that was a good goodie.
Was it a good goodie?
A good goodie.
Yeah, I got you. That's the epitome of a goodie foul.
That's the kind of goodie you want.
Well, good.
Well, good.
Here's Najee to the bench. Ratai is back on. Baba Miller to the free throw line. Baba, B-A. It's Baba and Bear tonight here in Cincinnati. Free throw is up, and it is good. He'll get the bonus. Miller's 3 of 3 shooting free throws. He's the only Bearcat to shoot a free throw in the first half. They've only had 3.
Yeah, and Baylor is 2 for 3 from the free throw line, so not a lot of free throws. How about that last game? 94 total fouls called.
We used them all up that last game.
Not fouls called, but free throws attempted.
Right.
Yeah.
Miller hits both of them. He's 4 of 4 at the line. The lead is 7, 35-28. Cincinnati leads Baylor. Isaac Williams brings it up. Jets all the way to the basket. Shot no good, but a whistle and a foul.
That's a great play. I'm telling you, Isaac Williams has gotten the message from the coaching staff. We need paint touches, and he is delivering those. That last play, nobody ever came up. He had it in the open floor in kind of a mild transition, but no Cincinnati player ever made him change directions, and they had to meet him at the rim and foul him.
Well, the only negative out of that, Williams comes out of that collision limping, walks around a little bit, now to the free throw line, and his first free throw is too strong off the back iron, no good.
Yeah, and he was great at the line in pre-conference. Conference play, he's dipped a little bit. Missed the first one, as you said. He's 59% from the line in conference play.
Williams coming on, and he missed both of them. So Isaac Williams misses both free throws. Williams, who had 21 points in the loss to TCU on Saturday. He does have 4 here in the first half tonight. Cincinnati ball, they lead by 7. There's a 3-second difference in the clocks. Now 15 seconds to play on the game clock. Jizzle James feeds Day Thomas. Back to James. James pull-up jumper is no good. Rebound Yesufu. 3 seconds in the half. From midcourt, Yesufu's shot hit the backboard and the rim, but off and no good.
Yeah, it's a great way, though, to finish the half with a stop on the defensive end of the floor. Big defensive rebound by Yesufu. Bears come away empty, but at least something to feel good about at halftime. Defensively, Bears playing at a level that will allow them to win this game. But 28 points in the first half is well below what they're accustomed to. And to manage 28 with Cameron Carr not scoring in the first half, you know he's going to come to life in the second. I think a lot to feel hopeful about in the second half for Baylor.
That's a great point. That's a big factor. Cameron Carr scoreless, and the Bears within shouting distance, down by 7 at halftime. Well, stay with us. Our Bluebonnet Health Services halftime report when we come back live from Cincinnati. Our halftime score, Cincinnati 35, Baylor 28 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
I'll be back.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is a longtime supporter of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Baylor fans are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and get your own custom Baylor Bear debit card. With 6 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love to cater all kinds of events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified buyers get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months, plus $1
Yes, sir.
subvention cash on a new 2026 Tundra. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 2/2/26.
You're listening to live coverage of Baylor men's basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Now it's time for the Bluebonnet Health Services halftime show. Brought to you by TFNB, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. Bluebonnet Health Services. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Premier ER and urgent care. Feel better now. Stay tuned as we break down the first half. Check in on scores and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
From the Queen City of Cincinnati, the homestanding Bearcats lead the Bears 35-28 at halftime. Welcome into the Bluebonnet Health Services halftime report. Bluebonnet Health Services, your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet. If you were with us Saturday in Foster Pavilion, Baylor TCU, number one, thank you, because that was some treacherous weather and really was a terrific crowd led by the seniors on Saturday. But it was also Baylor's home game to recognize Coaches versus Cancer. That is now an initiative that is being recognized around the Big 12 and around the nation. A stirring recognition here at halftime in Cincinnati, as they had several, you would denote cancer survivors come out and ring the bell on the floor. So really cool to see that. And it was really cool to have Michael Montag and his family with us at Foster Pavilion on Saturday. Montag was an honorary member of the Baylor team on Saturday and recognized at the game, was at the Baylor practice on Saturday, at the game, or Friday, at the game on Saturday, and had some custom-made shoes that Coach Drew wore in his honor on Saturday. So really nice to see Coaches versus Cancer, bringing light to the need for cancer research and the funds that are needed to fund that around the country. Halftime here in Cincinnati. Our score, the Bearcats 35, Baylor 28. We'll take a break. When we come back, Pat will have all the first half stats. Stay with us. You're listening to the Bluebonnet Health Services Halftime Report, brought to you by Bluebonnet Health Services. Your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet. Back after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Energy, passion, unforgettable moments. That's Baylor softball at Getterman Stadium. From walk-off wins to jaw-dropping defense, this team delivers excitement every time they take the field, and season tickets put you right in the middle of it. Lock in your seat for every pitch, every rally, and every big moment this spring. Season tickets guarantee your spot for marquee matchups against Texas, Texas A&M, and more. Get your Baylor softball season tickets now at BaylorBears.com/tickets.
Proudly serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage and a trusted neighbor, bridging expert industry knowledge with integrity and kindness. Known for their award-winning agents, Magnolia Realty understands the dynamics of making the real estate journey your own and the importance of trust from contract to close. You can find their local agents here in Waco and across the state, including in Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, and Temple. To get connected and learn more, visit magnoliarealty.com. Here's to home.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
Today we have two very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So we could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Third halftime in Cincinnati, Ohio, where the Bearcats lead the Bears 35-28. Take a look at our halftime stats. Neither team shot it lights out. Baylor just actually 35%. 4 for 12 at the three-point line, and did not get to the line much, and were not accurate when they did get there. 2 of 5 at the free throw line in this game in the first half. Cincinnati shot a little better. In fact, they've overachieved. 43% from the floor. They made 5 of 14 at the three-point line. So the team comes in conference play shooting 29% at the three-point line. Bearcats made all 4 of their free throw attempts in the first half. Bears got scoring from 6 different players in the first half. Obi Agman with 9. Each of his points came beyond the three-point line. He's 3 for 5 out there. Caden Powell with the first 3 of the game has not scored since. In fact, got into foul trouble. He's got 2 fouls in the first half. Played just 5 minutes and 21 seconds. He did have a rebound and a big block shot to get Baylor out of the gate in this game. Dan Skillings with 2 points, 4 rebounds in the ball game. And then 8 points for Tunde Yesufu, who came to life last 5 or 6 minutes of the first half to get 8 here at halftime. A couple of rebounds for Cameron Carr, and that's it. Actually, a couple of assists for Carr as well, but he's 0 for 5 from the floor. 2 of those 5 are three-point attempts, so if the Bears have a chance to win this game, you'll need to get going in the second half, and from experience, that's most likely going to be the case. Isaac Williams with 4 points in the first half. A couple of rebounds for him and an assist. Played 13 minutes in the first half, did not turn it over. Michael Ratai with a bucket, a couple of rebounds and 3 turnovers for Baylor in the first half. 6 turnovers total for the Bears, which led to 8 points for Cincinnati. Bears didn't turn it over excessively, but a couple back-to-back fueled a 7-0 run for Cincinnati, and coincidentally, that's the margin of lead they have here at halftime, 35-28. Cincinnati got almost a double-double from Baba Miller, 10 points, 8 rebounds. In fact, on the season, Miller averages a double-double, 2 rebounds away from that here at halftime. Jalen Celestine, the Baylor transfer, with 4 points in the first half. A bucket for Mustafa Chab. He had a rebound to go along with his points. 3 rebounds, 6 points, and 3 assists for Day Thomas. And Jizzle James with 8 points. In fact, he was 2 of 3 at the three-point line. Before making 2 out of 3 in this game, he was 13% from the three-point line in Big 12 conference play. Keyshawn Tillery, the only other Cincinnati player to score in the first half. He had 5. Rebounding battle favors the Bears, 20-16. Of those 20 rebounds by the Bears, 5 on the offensive glass, on the offensive end, which they turned into 5 second chance points. Cincinnati with just 2 second chance points in the first half. Points from turnovers, I mentioned the 8 for Cincinnati. Baylor with 3 points off of just 3 turnovers by Cincinnati in the first half. Points in the paint favored the Bears, 14-10 in that category. And those points in the paint came largely from dribble penetrations from Isaac Williams. Fast break points favored Cincinnati, 4-zip in that category. Baylor got 6 points from its bench. Cincinnati with 5 from its bench in the first half. Baylor with a couple of steals, Cincinnati with 4 steals in the first half. And all that culminates in a 35-28 lead for Cincinnati at halftime. Bears defensively playing at a winning level. Offensively, you know it's going to come around in the second half. Cameron Carr, again, yet to score in the first half. This guy that averages 20 a game and then 18.7 points a game in conference. Feel like he's going to wake up here in the second half. A lot to be hopeful about for the Bears here in the second half as they trail by 7 on the road in Cincinnati. Stay with us. Second half is up next here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
It's the wrap-up the year sales event at Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Waco. Drive the stunning 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee L with 0% financing for 60 months, or take $4,500 in combined bonus cash, plus $1,000 in select inventory cash. And right now, enjoy no payments for 90 days. Just sign and drive into the new year. These deals end soon, so hurry into Allen Samuels in Waco today.
Come by. Let's be friends.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to Nextlink Internet. With Nextlink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, Nextlink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give Nextlink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway, right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new Sports Vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrists of Baylor Athletics.
You've been listening to the Bluebonnet Health Services Halftime Show on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Brought to you by TFNB, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. Bluebonnet Health Services. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Premier ER and Urgent Care. Feel better now. Stay tuned as we get set for the second half action with the Baylor Bears. As we rejoin the voice of the Bears, John Morris, live from Courtside, bringing you the second half action and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Alongside Baylor Athletics Hall of Famer John Morris, glad you're with us as we wrap up the Bluebonnet Health Services halftime report. Brought to you by Bluebonnet Health Services. Your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet. All right, Pat, fun exercise we like to do when we have time. 35-28, Bears trail as we start the second half. Let's look back at your keys that you gave us before the game. How have those played out through the first 20 minutes?
Well, we said the Bears needed to win the boards, and they've done that. They need to get to the offensive glass. They've been able to do that. And we said they had to take care of the ball. 6 turnovers, not excessive, but they bunched them together. And there was that stretch in there where a couple of turnovers by the Bears back-to-back fueled a 7-0 run. Coincidentally, that's the lead that Cincinnati has here at halftime. And then we also talked about owning your matchups. Cincinnati, at the guard spot in particular, likes to take the ball into the lane on the dribble, as most teams do in the Big 12. And so you can't let, when you've got a guy man-to-man, you can't let him turn the corner on you. And I just feel like Bears have done a pretty good job of that. So most of these are on the defensive side, really. And I felt like the Bears have played at a level defensively that give them a chance to win this game. The offense has got to come around. And you just know Cameron Carr is going to start scoring the ball.
Boy, isn't that the truth? Cam Carr, Baylor's leading scorer, 0 for 5 from the floor in the first half, did not score a single point.
Yeah, and Bears shot just 5 free throws in the first half, and Cameron Carr did not get to the line. He has taken almost double the number of free throw attempts as any other Baylor player. So you score points, this team does at the line, but Cameron Carr is the guy that typically is the catalyst there.
All right, about to begin the second half. Bears trail by 7, 35-28 on the road here in Cincinnati. Bears will stay on the road, headed to Morgantown tomorrow to play the Mountaineers on Saturday afternoon, 3 p.m. Tip-off on Saturday, 3 p.m. Central Time, as we live in the Eastern Time Zone for a few days.
Yeah, right in the middle of the polar vortex.
And that's right. Oh, man. It was officially 0 this morning here in Cincinnati. But
you got your walk-in.
I got a walk-in. Went down to Great American Ballpark to the Holy Grail there. All right, here we go. Back to play. Bears trailing by 7. Bears ball to begin the second half. Entry pass to Skillings. He turns and banks it in for the first points of the second half.
Yeah, they drew up that play at halftime because they came out and ran it perfectly. Coaching staff saw something, an opportunity there, and Bears get the first bucket of the second half. They needed it.
35-30, Bears down by 5 on the road. Here's Chom, turnaround jumper at the free throw line is good by the 7'2", Mustafa Chom.
Yeah, we've seen him do that a couple of times where he floats out away from the basket and plays facing the basket at 7'2" rather than with his back to it. He's been pretty effective.
Bears in the front court. Obi Agbum right wing. He'll launch a 3. Agbum shot, no good. Back iron. Rebounded by Day Thomas for Cincinnati. Thomas brings it up, gives to Chom, top of the key. Back to Thomas on the right wing. Cincinnati in the black uniforms, red and white trim. Baylor in the white on the road, green trim. Jalen Celestine, right wing, gives to Thomas. Baseline jumper, no good. Rebound, Tunde Yesufu. He took it away from Mustafa Chom. Up the floor to Carr. Carr drives in. Was that blocked?
I think it was.
Driving shot attempt was blocked away. Carr still scoreless in the game. At the other end, Cincinnati answers with a 3 from the corner.
Yeah, that's Jizzle James, who is taking target practice tonight. It's a guy coming into the game, 13% three-point shooter. He's 3 of 4 tonight.
Holy cow. Give Cincinnati equals their biggest lead tonight at 10 points, 40-30, leading the Bears. Less than 2 minutes into the second half. Entry pass to Caden Powell. Dribbles across the paint, picks up his dribble, working against Chom. Jump hook, shot no good. Baba Miller, the rebound for Cincinnati. Up the floor to Jizzle James. James, top of the key for the Bearcats. Feeds Miller, baseline left. Diagonal pass out to Celestine for 3. It's no good. Rebound, Obi Agbum, whose jersey was being held.
Yeah.
You could see it from here.
And you know you're in good defensive rebounding position. 3 from Carr, no good.
Boy, Carr's just tried to get it going. He missed from the right wing, a three-pointer. Quick 3. Cincinnati ball. Chom, turnaround jumper is good over Caden Powell.
Really not much defense for that. When he catches it in the deep low post at 7'2", over his left shoulder, he can make that shot. Coach Drew's going to call a timeout.
Quick timeout. Bears fall down by 12, their biggest deficit tonight.
Yeah, they needed a better start than they've gotten. And again, sounds like a broken record, but they need for Cameron Carr to get going. I wanted to finish that thought a minute ago, John. You know you've got great defensive rebounding position when the ball comes off the glass and hits the floor, and none of the offensive players can get to it. A really good example in what is otherwise a rough first 2.5 minutes of the second half.
Bears have been outscored 7-2 to start the second half. They trail by their largest deficit tonight, 42-30. Cincinnati up on Baylor on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Play ball! Spring in Waco means one thing: Baylor baseball on Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark. From big home runs to big-time moments, this season is packed with must-see action. Season tickets are on sale now, giving you the best seats, the best value, and every unforgettable play all spring long. Don't just hear the crowd, be a part of it. Get your Baylor baseball season tickets today at BaylorBears.com/tickets. Kids can now join the Baylor Cub Club, the official kids club of Baylor Athletics, presented by Green Eye Associates. Fans 12 and under can register for the low cost of $25 and gain exclusive benefits and access to Baylor Athletics events. Members receive free admission to select events, exclusive giveaway access, and their own membership package. To register your Cub, please visit BaylorBears.com/Cub Club. Sign your Cub up today.
Everything we do for you.
Slam dunk benefits at First Central Credit Union. Tip off with free checking that pays cash, less fees, great rates, quick local loans, easy online applications, a free mobile app, secure remote control cards, 24/7 deposits, and more services at our ATMs, and a free new member t-shirt. Join today at firstcentralcu.com. We're your team. Everything we do for you.
Eligibility and application requirements apply. Member NCUA.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Baylor basketball brought to you in part by Pepsi. Hey, Bears fans, this basketball season, make Pepsi your go-to game day drink because it's the only drink for basketball watching. Pepsi, that's what I like. Proud partner of Baylor Athletics. Also remind you, our Courtside Cam brought to you by Nextlink. Reliable, high-speed internet for your home or business. Check out our Courtside Cam. Go to the Baylor Athletics YouTube channel. You can look right into our courtside spot here inside Fifth Third Arena in Cincinnati.
Well, John, put this in perspective. We've talked about Jizzle James. He's got 11 points. He's 3 of 4 at the three-point line. On this season, he's a 25% three-point shooter. In conference play, we talked about this coming into this game, 13%. And so the game plan obviously is not invest a lot of resource in guarding him at that spot on the floor. That's really not been his game. But at some point, I mean, I've been saying all game, you play the percentages. At some point, he's going to kind of shoot you out of that. But he has been a thorn in Baylor's side this entire game. It's the one breakdown really in the game plan coming in.
Matt, don't you think part of that timeout by Coach Drew, it was to stop a 7-2 run by Cincinnati to start the half, but also maybe to draw something up for Cameron Carr to get him some points?
Yeah, that's a really good point, John, because he just needs to see one go in the hole. And he's been a marked man in every game he's played in conference play. You got to keep him in check to have a chance to win. Averaging 18 points a game, he's earned every one of those 18 points a game.
Here we go, back to play. Bears ball. Yesufu feeds Carr outside the arc on the right side. Further right to Obi Agbam in the paint to Caden Powell. Nice bounce pass to Skillings for the reverse lay-in.
And, John, you called it. That's exactly what they drew up during the timeout, and they got a layup out of it.
42-32. Bears claw their way back within 10 to the Bearcats. 3 minutes in, second half. Here's a shot, no good. Rebounded by Baylor. Skillings and Powell combined for that rebound. Nice pass by Cameron Carr underneath to Yesufu, but he has his shot swatted out of bounds by the 7-2 Mustafa Cham.
Yeah, you just never can feel safe. It was a great pass from Carr. Yesufu was wide open, but Cham with that length, I mean, he's 7-2 to begin with, came from the weak side and swatted it out of bounds.
If James Najee's Wingspan is 7'7". What is Chom?
I mean, who knows? But that is one long fella.
Yep.
And he's out there with another guy who's 6'11" and has a similar wingspan. So got to be aware where those guys are.
Inbounds, it comes to Skillings, right back to Agbum. Top of the key to Skillings. He'll drive, layup, short, no. Caden Powell, the offensive rebound for the Bears. Powell gives to Agbum. There's a second chance. Yesufu's three falls in. It was a knuckleball that dropped in. But hang on, the officials will stop play after that shot. It was not a thing of beauty, but it was a three.
I don't even know how to describe it.
Right.
It looked pretty good, hit the back of the rim, and just sort of stopped on the rim and fell in. But it counts. There will not be an asterisk by it.
42-35. Bears close within 7. They're trailing by 12 earlier this half. Here's Chom in the paint. Jump hook is good over Agbum, and Agbum whistled for the foul.
Yeah, and I don't know how that matchup occurred, but that is a mismatch that goes Cincinnati's way all night long. Chom was guarded at 7'2". He's guarded by Agbum, who's probably 6'2", and just no answer for that. Chom knew it and went over his left shoulder again.
Agbum talks to one of our officials, Tony Padilla, said, I couldn't reach him to foul him. Says you got him on the arm. And the free throw is good by Mustafa Chom.
And that is 7 for Chom in this half. So 7 of Cincinnati's 10.
Three-point play puts Cincinnati back up by 10, 45-35. 16-minute mark, second half. Skillings on the left wing. Feeds Carr outside the arc, right wing. Carr underneath to Agbum. Extra pass to Powell. Banker left hand, too strong, no good.
It's a great pass. Did everything but finish.
Cincinnati takes it the other way. Here's Day Thomas. Pass back to Celestine, left corner. Three is an air ball. Baba Miller has it, and he puts it up and in.
Yeah, and in Yesufu's defense, air balls are really hard to rebound. They just are, because you've got a guy on your hip. You're thinking the ball's coming off the rim, and that's what you're playing for. That ball just hit Baba Miller right in the chest.
47-35, lead is 12 again for Cincinnati. Equals their biggest of the night. Carr feeds Yesufu, puts a shoulder into Celestine. Short shot, no good. Chasing the miss, but Celestine has it, or Jizzle James has it for Cincinnati. Passes to Thomas, right corner. Day Thomas. To Chom on the right baseline. Chom working against Powell. He'll jump, shoot over him. Shot no good. Skillings, the rebound for Baylor. Saves it inbounds to Yesufu. Yesufu into the front court. Bears down by 12 to the Bearcats. Here's a drive by Agbum. He took it right at the big man and laid it in.
Yeah, just crawled right up his chest, and that really nullified Chom's ability to negate at the rim. Really nice play by Agbum.
47-37. Bears down by 10. 14:34 on the clock. James Najee at the scorers table to check in. James, three, good. Jizzle James out of his mind shooting threes. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range tonight.
That's an understatement to say this is the best shooting night he's had this season.
Lead swells to 13, biggest of the night for the Bearcats. 50-37, Cincinnati. 14:10 to play. Cameron Carr, left wing. Carr bounces to Yesufu, covered up in a double team. Gives the ball to Caden Powell, who banks it in with his left hand.
That's a terrific pass from Yesufu. He was double teamed right on the low block, and he knew somebody was open. He had to thread the needle to get it to Powell.
50-39, 11-point lead. Here's a pass to Mustafa Chom. Working against Cameron Carr into the paint. Jump hook, good. That's a real advantage when you're 7'2" and you can shoot that jump hook.
Yeah, I mean, he's been deadly with it. That was fairly close. Well defended, actually, by Cameron Carr. But that little left shoulder hook by Chom in this game, second half anyway, he's got 9, is just something they can't defend.
He had 2 at halftime. He's got 11 in the game now, 52-39. Knights pass to Skillings. Head fake, then the reverse shot is up and in by Dan Skillings Jr.
Yeah, Bears are starting to score. They've got to get some stops. I mean, down by 11, they got to find an answer for Chom.
Dan Skillings had 2 at halftime. He's now got 8 in the game back here in Cincinnati. Day Thomas, right wing to Celestine. His 3, no, but a follow flush is good by Baba Miller.
Bears done a pretty good job keeping Cincinnati off of its offensive glass, but Baba Miller was about 3 feet above the rim, and he's now got his double-double.
54-41. How about that? That'd be his 9th double-double of the year. Skillings baseline left out to Yesufu. 3 is off the mark. Rebound Miller, and a whistle and a foul, and it's on Baylor's Caden Powell, and that is his 3rd of the night. And that will get us to a timeout. 3 personals on Powell. 2nd team foul on the Bears here in the second half. A second half in which Cincinnati has outscored Baylor 19-13. They lead by 13 over the Bears. 54-41 with 12:33 to play. We're back after this word from Toyota.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified buyers get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 subvention cash on a new 2026 Tundra. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 2/2/26.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime
Hello.
for Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So we could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Well, how often do we leave for a break and come back with good news?
I'm all for it.
I got some good news for you. That I read it wrong. I read the official's signal of that last foul wrong. I thought it was on Caden Powell, but it was on Baba Miller, his second, and he fouled Caden Powell. So I saw the 44 that he signaled. So thanks to David Kay for correcting that. But now 2 fouls on Baba Miller, not 3, just 2 on Caden Powell.
Yeah, that's big.
Yeah,
that's really big. James Najee is available to play. He played almost 5 minutes in the first half. Thought we'd see a little more of him here in the second, but right now Cincinnati is really hard to guard when they've got an inside-out game, and they haven't for the most part in Big 12 play. Most of their points have come from the inside from Miller and tonight Chom, but when you add to that a guy who's going to make 4 out of 5 threes, and that's been James tonight, this team is really, really hard to guard. And we come into this game, John, you and I talked about their roster, and you look at it and go, how's this team not better than 10-10? Well, they haven't shot well. They're shooting well tonight, and when that happens, they're pretty good.
Well, led by Jizzle James, who is 4 of 5 from three-point range on the night. James has 14 points. He and Baba Miller, high game scores for Cincinnati. Obi Agbam, Tunde Yesufu have 11 apiece to lead the Bears. Still a long way to go in this game, Pat.
Yep.
And Cameron Carr is not going to go through the whole game scoreless.
He's not, and the defense, I think, needs to start getting some stops, and that's a familiar refrain, really. But now we see James Najee come into the ball game, and what he can do at least is provide some length, much-needed length defensively for the Bears.
All right, it's Baylor's ball to inbound out of the timeout. Deep inbounds pass to Michael Ratai. He gives to Yesufu. To Ratai. He'll launch a 3 straight away. Good look, but it rims out. No good. Jalen Celestine, the rebound for Cincinnati. To Kerr Kriisa. Up the floor for the Bearcats, who lead Baylor by 13. That is their biggest lead tonight. There's a a travel on the perimeter as Keyshawn Tillery, I think, started to pass it and then changed his mind and traveled with it.
It's what you might call an unforced turnover by Cincinnati, just its 4th of the game.
Bears inbound. They've got it back down by 13. Nearing the 12-minute mark here in the second half. Ratai on the left wing gives to Tunde Yesufu. Cam Carr is on the Baylor bench. Entry pass to James Najee. Back outside to Ratai. Now to Agbum. And a 3-second call is called on James Najee.
You know, John, I was watching him, and he was standing at the Big 12 logo in the lane, and I thought, get out of there, get out of there. And Kip Kissinger made the call, and it was a good one.
Yeah. So that will go as a turnover. Cincinnati has the ball following a timeout. 11:57 to play from Cincinnati. Bearcats lead the Bears 54-41 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway, right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new Sports Vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrists of Baylor Athletics.
Do you want to earn points while cheering on your favorite Baylor teams? Join Baylor Bold Rewards. Track your attendance on the Baylor Sports app across athletic events and earn points towards prizes and experiences. Download the Baylor Sports app or register online today at BaylorBoldRewards.com and start earning your points today.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Well, we told you about the Baylor group that came along with us with the team traveling party here to Cincinnati. We'll go on to West Virginia tomorrow, play the Mountaineers on Saturday. Good to have that group here supporting the team, but fun to come up really a long way from Central Texas and find some Baylor fans that are here. It's fun to visit. Met Stephen Cadell and his son Jack, our Baylor fans. Got to visit with them prior to the game. Brad and Taylor Selby came up from the All-American city of Danville, Kentucky. You heard of Danville?
You know, I know a guy from Danville. Who is that guy?
It's a great city. It's a great place
Boyle
to grow
County.
up. That's right.
Yes.
But Brad and Taylor came up from Danville, and great to visit with them prior to the game, wearing their Baylor gear very proudly here in Cincinnati. So fun to visit with them. And Brian Giesenslaw and his wife Julie are here at the game. Gies came by our team meeting earlier today. Baylor grad from Cameron. Worked at Channel 10, worked TXCN, then came up here, has been up here for 21 years, now with FanDuel Sports, used to be Fox Sports Ohio. So great to, again, see them. And, you know, that's kind of speaks to the expansion of the Big 12, that we come to Cincinnati on a semi-regular basis, and these fans that I just mentioned get to see the Bears in person.
You know, it's fun, too, that group that came up with us gets to have a behind-the-scenes look at game prep and that kind of thing, and it's really interesting to talk to them. Their takeaway is, I had no idea.
Yeah, that's
like,
right.
I had no idea there was so much to this game, and so they got a good look at that, and the Bears had a strong game plan. Having to go to plan B now, though, after Jizzle James has just lit them up, really, from beyond the three-point line. Bears, 11:57 to go, down 13, still looking for points from Cameron Carr. Got to get stops, though. I mean, this is the point in the game where I think you define the next 11:57 with your defense rather than by your offense.
The OU station identification will do that next dead ball as Cincinnati puts the ball in play. Keyshawn Tillery into the front court. Tillery working against the defense of Isaac Williams outside the arc. Feeds Kerr Creasa on the right wing. Back to Tillery. Tillery drives all the way under the basket. Drops it off for Baba Miller. Najee holding his ground. He kicks it back out to Tillery. And that is a travel and a turnover. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
From the ESPN studios, this is KRZI Waco, K222DC Waco, K265DV Temple, ESPN Central Texas.
That's the second turnover on Tillery, and that is just the 5th turnover against Cincinnati, but it's a stop either way. Bears needed a stop to just kind of propel them into the last half of the second half. Need to start making a run.
Cam Carr remains on the Baylor bench. Bears down by 13. 54-41. Baylor ball. Isaac Williams to Obi Agbem. To Williams for 3. It is no good. Left wing. Rebound pulled down by Ratai, and he puts it up and in.
You know, and Najee was the guy that kept the ball alive and gave the Bears a second chance opportunity. Ratai picked it up and laid it in.
54-43. Najee making his presence felt on the floor for the Bears. Kerr Kriisa on the left wing. Fires the pass right elbow. Now shot outside is no good. Najee was there for the rebound and didn't go up with 2 hands, went up with 1, and it went out of bounds off him.
You know, that's part of the learning curve for him. The 3 seconds in the lane violation just can't happen. And at the other end, he was in great rebounding position, tried to bring it down with 1, and that's not going to work when you're off balance.
Bad about this, another big man is off Wes Miller's bench. It's Halzine Zella, 6'10 sophomore from France. So he is out there for Cincinnati. They've got 3 bigs on the floor at the same time. Actually, Zella now goes to the bench. Celestine is back on. Entry pass to Chom, one of those. Turnaround jumper, no good. Miller gets the rebound for Cincinnati. Baba Miller to Celestine, to Chom. Back outside. Celestine's 3 is no good. Fight for the rebound. Michael Ratai has it.
Finally, John, because that was 2 offensive rebounds for Cincinnati in that 1 trip up the floor.
Here's a drive by Obi Agbem. Ball knocked away. Scramble for the loose ball. Are they tied up or is it a foul? James Najee is battling Chom, and it's a foul on James Najee, his first.
Yeah, no complaint from the Baylor bench, though. I mean, that's what he's out there to do. Just trying to pull that rebound down. He's going to take a seat, not because of that play, but the Bears need to get Powell and Carr back into the game.
All right, Powell's back out there. Skillings back out there as well. And Cameron Carr, again, Baylor's leading scorer, does not have a point this evening. Cameron Carr is 0 for 6 from the floor. Bears trail by 11. Jizzle James. High pass to Baba Miller. Now left corner, 3. Jordy Rodriguez, no good. Worked like an alley-oop to Baba Miller. Came down, went back up, and dunked it.
Yeah, and Cincinnati now is racking up the offensive rebounds. They're going to have a hard time finding their way back into this one without getting on the glass.
3 by Obi Agbem, no good. Carr went for the follow jam, couldn't get that. Jizzle James off to the races. James is fouled, or is it a tie-up? It's a tie-up, not a foul.
Yeah, Isaac Williams was the lone defender. Cincinnati with a defensive rebound, off to the races they went, and Williams was there. What a great play by Williams. That's a bucket if he doesn't force the alternate possession.
Possession arrow favors Cincinnati. They'll maintain possession. They'll inbound on their baseline. 9:20 to go. Cincinnati leads Baylor by 13, 56-43. Inbounds, it comes to Chom, way away from the basket. Isaac Williams on him, putting a hip check into him, and Isaac Williams whistled for the foul.
That's just the 3rd team foul against the Bears, and probably not a great move by Williams that far from the basket, but he knew that wasn't going to end up well. I mean, he was guarding Chom. Chom was just going to Barkley him all the way down into the low post.
So Cincinnati to inbound again on their baseline. 20 on the shot clock, 9:17 on the game clock. Inbounds to Rodriguez. Gets it outside to Day Thomas. To Rodriguez. He lobs for Chom. Chom's pass out, stolen away by Dan Skillings Jr. Skillings brings it up himself. Cross-court pass right side to Williams. Drives in, shot, no. Tip, no. Rebounded by Cincinnati. Rodriguez in transition. A 3 is no good. Isaac Williams rebounds for the Bears. He's going to lead Caden Powell a little bit too much. Powell saves it inbounds to Cameron Carr. Carr in the left corner. Pass out to Agbem. 3 rattles in for Obi Agbem.
Nice pass by Cameron Carr. Got all the attention of the defense right here in the corner to our left. Kicked it about 30 feet to a wide open Agbem, top of the key.
Bears claw their way back within 10, 56-46, 8:25 to play.
Yeah, Bears starting to double down on Chom when he catches it in the low post.
Here's Chom outside. He'll shoot a three. That's your 7-2 guy shooting a three-pointer. But a whistle and a foul. It's on Dan Skillings trying to get rebounding position.
Yeah, and the Bears had it otherwise. They had the rebound, but Skillings just fighting for position called for the foul. And this is a key. I think in the last 8:15 of this game, Bears are going to have to get defensive rebounds and stops. And Cincinnati, I'd say last 3 or 4 minutes, has just been racking up offensive rebounds.
Officials are checking the clock. Oh, no, it's going to be a review. Now, who is asking for this review? Is it Cincinnati? I'll tell you what, we'll try to figure it out. They're going to give a full timeout, so we will step aside. Timeout on the floor, 8:16 to play. We make sure it's a full timeout. Nobody's sure. It's a review, and it is a full timeout.
Yeah,
so
I'm not sure 2 of the 3 officials know really what the review is all about. They'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. We'll take a break. 8:16 to play. Cincinnati leads Baylor 56-46 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Kids can now join the Baylor Cub Club, the official kids club of Baylor Athletics, presented by Green Eye Associates. Fans 12 and under can register for the low cost of $25 and gain exclusive benefits and access to Baylor Athletics events. Members receive free admission to select events, exclusive giveaway access, and their own membership package. To register your Cub, please visit BaylorBears.com/Cub Club. Sign your Cub up today. Energy, passion, unforgettable moments. That's Baylor softball at Getterman Stadium. From walk-off wins to jaw-dropping defense, this team delivers excitement every time they take the field, and season tickets put you right in the middle of it. Lock in your seat for every pitch, every rally, and every big moment this spring. Season tickets guarantee your spot for marquee matchups against Texas, Texas A&M, and more. Get your Baylor softball season tickets now at BaylorBears.com/tickets.
Rookie home buyer? Slam dunk buying a home with First Central Credit Union. We are opening doors to home ownership. First Central's open door mortgage loans up to 95% of the appraised home value. Our starting lineup includes low closing costs, no points, low origination fees, flexible terms, and competitive rates. Thinking about refinancing your mortgage loan? This play works for you too. Apply online at firstcentralcu.com. We're your team. Everything we do for you.
Some restrictions apply. Rates subject to change. Equal housing lender. Member NCUA.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Baylor Basketball brought to you in part by Rudy's, a proud sponsor of Baylor Men's Basketball. Be sure to stop by your local Rudy's or Rudy's.com for some real Texas barbecue. Enjoy 100% oak smoked meats, delicious sides, and Rudy's signature sauce. Don't forget Rudy serves breakfast tacos every day until 10 a.m. And a reminder, the Baylor Coaches Show presented by Central National Bank back at Rudy's tomorrow night, 6 to 7 p.m. Faith Lynch hosting. Come to Rudy's and hear from Jay Goebel, Baylor women's golf coach, had a birthday earlier this week, and Glenn Moore, Baylor softball coach.
Well, in this one, 8:16 to go, Baylor down by 10. And John, a storyline in the game is Cameron Carr's inability to score. He has not scored in the game. He's 0 for 7. And you just got to think, with 8:16 to go down by 10, if Cameron Carr's going to score, now's the time.
Well, factor this in. He's Baylor's leading scorer on the season and in Big 12 play. He's had 11 straight games scoring 15 or more points. So he's been amazingly consistent scoring. And tonight, as you said, he has 0. He's 0 for 7 from the floor.
Yeah, well, averaging 18 a game. He's earned every one of those 18 points a game that he is getting. But it is hard for the Bears to go on the road and beat a really good team like Cincinnati without having all of its offensive firepower, and that is where most of Baylor's offense has come from this season. It's going to have to be there for the Bears to have a chance. Bears defense has stiffened up a little bit. We said Cincinnati was on a run of offensive rebounds. They've gotten 6 here in the second half after getting just 1 in the first.
Wow. Well, Bears doing nothing to close the margin They trailed by 7 at halftime. They trail by 10 now, 56-46, with 8:16 to go. There's still time. I mean, there's still plenty of time in this game. And I tell you what, after that review, Baba Miller is shooting, looks like technical free throws.
Yeah, again, we thought we'd get it figured out. We don't, because we're not hearing the review result from the officials. It may have been upgraded to a flagrant one.
That's what happened.
That's it.
Yep. Josie Hutton and David Kay confirm a flagrant one on Dan Skillings Jr. Puts Baba Miller at the line. And he hits a couple, and the lead grows to 12. And now Cincinnati will get the ball.
That's right. I mean, this could be a 4-point, maybe a 5-point possession with a 3, and that is not what the doctor ordered for the Bears. Down now by 12, 8:16 to go.
58-46, Cincinnati leads Baylor. Bearcats ball. Right wing outside the arc, it is Day Thomas. Give to Baba Miller. Miller turned into a double-double machine. Passes left corner, 3, up and in by Jizzle James.
And John, mark that spot. I mean, that could be the play of the game, or the possession of the game. That is a 5-point possession for Cincinnati when the Bears had cut it to 10.
And the lead is as big as it's been tonight. 15 points for Cincinnati, 61-46. Here's a drive by Isaac Williams. He is fouled by Baba Miller. It's his 3rd personal tonight. So Miller sitting right now with 18 points, Pat, and 16 rebounds.
Yeah, he's averaged on the season a double-double.
Yeah.
And in fact, he has 8 double-doubles. That is 2nd in the Big 12. He's a great player. I mean, he's 6'11" and can do a lot of things.
Inbounds for the Bears. 3 by Obi Agbum, no good. Follow flush attempt by Cam Carr, and it won't go down. Boy, he cannot buy a bucket so far tonight. Cincinnati has the ball back, leading by 15 over the Bears. This is a Cincinnati team that beat Iowa State earlier this year. Here's Mustafa Cham, short-range jumper is good.
Yeah, and John, think about it. We got 7.5 minutes to go, and Baylor's at 46, and it just makes the point we've been making. Hard for this team to win when they're not getting points, double-digit kind of points from Cameron Carr.
Obi Agbum to Williams, 3, left corner, no good. Tried to draw a foul, he fell down, no call. And then a whistle and a foul on the rebound attempt. The foul's going to be on Dan Skillings. He pushed Baba Miller trying to get to the rebound.
You know, and they're always in a game, most of the time, there's a spot, there's a play or a sequence that really kind of defines the game. And I think what we just saw at the 8:16 mark, where the Bears had cut it to 10, 5-point possession, really fueled by a flagrant one, common foul elevated to a flagrant one, allowed Cincinnati to extend a 10-point lead to 15 in one trip up the floor.
And now it's 17, 63-46, under 7 minutes to play. Jizzle James gives to Day Thomas. He'll lob the ball to McKinney. Nope, Mustafa Cham. Cham backing down Carr. Shot up, no. But a whistle and a foul. It's on Cameron Carr. He's Baylor's block shot leader on the year, but that's rough going against the 7-2 Cham.
Yeah, and it's a difficult matchup for anybody on the floor right now for the Bears. It's a fairly small lineup. Caden Powell at 6'9", was not the guy guarding Cham, but you need length, you need rim protection. Bears just don't have enough of it in this game. You thought James Najee would fill that gap, but he's not been able to do that consistently tonight. Cham's been great. In fact, in the second half, he's what's allowed Cincinnati to separate from Baylor.
Cham at the line for 2. Cameron Carr really showing some frustration now with the night he's got going. First free throw is good by Mustafa Cham.
Yeah, Cham had 2 at halftime, and they have gone to him consistently and hard, and he has responded.
Looking for his 13th point of the second half here on the second free throw. He won't get it. He's got 12 in the second half, rebounded by Baylor's Cameron Carr. Brings it up, takes it all the way to the rim, shot up and in. First points of the night by Cameron Carr with 6:24 to play.
And I think we're going to see more of that, but what the Bears have got to do is get stops. That's an understatement with 6:16 to play.
64-48 is the lead for Cincinnati. 6:11 to go. There is still time for the Bears if they could put a run together to win this road game. Drive by James, shot no good. Loose ball tipped to.
It was, Caden Powell fell out of bounds, came back in, and touched the ball as soon as he came back in. In fact, I think it had been tipped by Cameron Carr, who was in great defensive rebounding position, but he can't be the first. If he's out, he can't be the first guy to catch it.
So it's Cincinnati's ball with exactly 6 minutes to play. They put 6 seconds on the shot clock. Inbounds it comes to Baba Miller, top of the key. 3, now 2, puts it up. Shot no good. Good defense there. Rebounded by Caden Powell. Give to Carr. Long pass up the floor to Yesufu. On the baseline, drives in and banks it in.
That's back-to-back buckets. That's what they needed. Hopefully there's enough time. They've gotten a stop. That last possession, they'll need plenty more of those. And a 14-point deficit, 5.5 to play, is not insurmountable.
Bears reach 50 points in the game with 5 minutes to go, 5.5 minutes to go. Cincinnati ball leading 64-50 over the Bears. 3 right side, that one's no good by Day Thomas. Rebound Skillings. Up the floor to Carr. Carr, right wing. Carr to the baseline, working against Jizzle James. Diagonal pass out to Obi Agbam. Agbam around the screen of Yesufu. Back to Yesufu for 3. It's no good. Missed off the left side. Rebound Jalen Celestine.
It's a good look.
Dampens a bit that mini run the Bears had with 5 straight points. Cincinnati's Day Thomas underneath the Chom. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Cam Carr. Carr all the way. And ball knocked away and stolen. Coach Drew can't believe it. He runs out on the court. He's going to get a technical. Cameron Carr ended up on the floor, and there was no foul call.
Yeah, and Coach Drew knew he was going to get a technical. He ran out on the floor. He was almost asking for it. But you got to understand, that is Cameron Carr's game. I mean, that's how he scores, particularly on nights when the ball's not going in the hole for him. Take it the length of the floor, get into the lane, finish in contact. He wants the contact. He's looking for it. And he had plenty. He just did not get the call. And I think just a lot of frustration from the Baylor bench because of it. That's the one call they need, and they just didn't get it.
There is a lot of frustration that is building up. Day Thomas shooting the technical free throws. Both of them are good. This is a guy that's 91% on the season. He would lead the league in free throw shooting if he had enough attempts to qualify. And he just hit both of those, and now Cincinnati has the ball back.
Yeah, it's a tough break, and really just a pretty good indicator of how this night has gone. The things that Carr normally does to score have not been there for him when he's had those opportunities. He's just not gotten calls. He leads this team by far in the number of fouls drawn per game. He hasn't drawn any tonight.
That's his game. Here's a steal on the perimeter by Skillings. He will dunk it at the other end with authority.
Again, it's a 14-point deficit, and the Bears, again, have got to just change the game with defense. They've got to put a defensive stamp on this game with just 4.5 to play.
66-52 is the score. Cincinnati on top. 4:15 remaining. Jizzle James on the right wing for the Bearcats. Dribbles to the top of the key. He'll stop, pop, shot, no good. Rebounded by Caden Powell. Might have been a little quick for the 14-point lead. Here's Carr all the way to the rim again. This time a whistle and a foul. And they're going to call that one on. Jizzle James should have free throws coming for Cameron Carr after a timeout.
Yeah, and John, that's the point I was making a minute ago. That is the first foul that he's drawn in this game tonight. Normally he's at 5 or 6, sometimes 7 or 8, and that is his game. Just hadn't been there for him.
Timeout on the floor, 3:59 remaining. Cincinnati 66, Baylor 52. You're listening to Baylor Big 12 Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Proudly serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage and a trusted neighbor, bridging expert industry knowledge with integrity and kindness. Known for their award-winning agents, Magnolia Realty understands the dynamics of making the real estate journey your own and the importance of trust from contract to close. You can find their local agents here in Waco and across the state, including in Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, and Temple. To get connected and learn more, visit magnoliarealty.com. Here's to home.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified buyers get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 of Venture cash on a new 2026 Tundra. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 2/2/26.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Bears trail by 14 on the road to Cincinnati. 3:59 remaining in this game. Next action, Baylor versus West Virginia. Saturday afternoon, 3 p.m. Central Time for the Bears and the Mountaineers. And the Baylor women, another big win last night at home. They knocked off Houston. That game rescheduled from Sunday. Baylor women win their 8th in a row in Big 12 play. It's 82-66 over the Houston Cougars. Baylor women number 14 in the nation, now 19-3 on the season. So the men are making a swing. Cincinnati, then West Virginia. The women play at West Virginia on Sunday, and then they'll come to Cincinnati. They'll make the swing in reverse beginning on Sunday.
Well, the expanded Big 12, we knew it going in. Last year it was the Arizona State swing. The BYU-Utah swing, the West Virginia-Cincinnati swing. So we're geared up for this, and we're warm enough, I would say, thus far.
Warming up?
Yeah, well, speaking of warming up, Bears need to do that, and they're running out of time. Just a tick under 4 minutes, 3:59 to play in this game. And we knew they need to stiffen defensively. They have. Cincinnati is 0 for its last 5. They don't have a field goal in their last 3:17. But I go back to that play, John. There always is a play at the 8:16 mark where the Bears had cut it to 10, 5-point possession by Cincinnati, and that has just given the Bearcats the separation that right now they've been able to extend. It's 14. And Cameron Carr finally with a bucket.
Yeah.
We'll see if he can string a few together, gives this team a chance.
All right, well, let me ask you this. What's the biggest line in Cameron Carr's stat line tonight? 1 for 9 shooting or 1 foul drawn tonight?
You know, I think it's 1 foul drawn.
I think so, too.
Yeah, because, you know, you go 1 for 9, but you go to the free throw line and hit 12 of 13 or something, or 10 of whatever the number is, you can still score. And he just has not gotten the calls tonight that he normally gets.
Bears ball coming out of the timeout. Bears trailing by 14. Here's a drive by Carr and a whistle and a foul. It's going to be on Jizzle James. That is his second. James was separated from the team most of the summer. Started in July. Came back on December 17th. Dan Horde, their outstanding play-by-play voice, says really just kind of working his way back in. But Jizzle is a key part to the success of this team.
I'd say he's back now.
Yeah, he's having a big night tonight against the Bears. Cameron Carr on the left wing. Passes outside to Agbum for 3. It is no good. Front iron. Just short, rebounded by Jizzle James. James, who had 18 against the Bears in this game a year ago in this building. Teams split their 2 meetings last year. James, top of the key, gives to Baba Miller, way outside the arc. 3:20 to play. 14-point lead for Cincinnati. Now to Chom, working on Caden Powell. Turns, shoots, rolls off, no good. Cameron Carr the rebound. Carr will take it into the paint. Shot up, no, but he drew contact and a foul and 2 free throws.
So think about that, John. He's drawn 3 fouls in the last minute and a half, 2 minutes.
Since?
This guy is a foul magnet. He really is. He just has not been able to get plays like that. And I'm going to say again, it is hard for this team to win, particularly on the road against a good Cincinnati team when he's not getting into double digits.
So Cameron Carr to the free throw line for the first time tonight. 77% on the year, 70% in Big 12 play. First one's good by Carr.
When you think about it, John, this is maybe the only game where he's had a really rough night. I mean, some nights are better than others, but I mean, a night where he just has not been able to get shots off or get to the line. I'm thinking back to the season. This is the game.
Yeah.
Really the only example I can come up with.
He has been so consistently good as he hits both free throws. Like we said, 15 or more points in 11 straight games. Backcourt pressure by the Bears. Cincinnati breaks it. Jizzle James breaks the midcourt stripe. 66-54. Bearcats leading the Bears. James dribbles between the rings, angles to the left side. Yesufu steps up on him, trying to force a turnover. James to Chom to Thomas. He'll shoot a 3. It's no good. Rebound, Yesufu for the Bears. Yesufu up the floor in a hurry, gives to Agbum. Back to Yesufu. Thought about a 3. Will drive on Baba Miller. Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Miller.
Yeah, it's just going to the rim with reckless abandon now. At least maybe you can get a foul call. Bears still have 21 on the shot clock. Need to make something happen fast. Just down by 12. It's been worse.
Agbum, the inbounder, inbounds to Carr. Thought about a 3. Instead, he'll drive. Takes it in. Shot no good. He ends up on the floor. Baylor gets the offensive rebound. Agbum's 3, no good. Tip of the rebound by Powell, but controlled by Day Thomas. Up to Celestine. And here's Agbum and Baba Miller colliding. But a whistle and a foul. It's on Caden Powell. That's his 3rd tonight.
Well, and Celestine doesn't get to the line much. As we said earlier, we know this well from a year ago. He's a 3-point guy. He hovers around at the 3-point line, rarely goes inside it. And this will be his first free throw in conference play.
And the lefty puts it up and in. Just 43% on the season overall. First point of the second half for Celestine, 5 points total. I said earlier against his former teammates. Yeah,
well,
none of those guys
not necessarily.
It was Baylor uniform, but none of those guys were his teammates a year ago. He missed the second one. It is 67-54. Here's Carr, brings it up, and he is fouled. Cameron Carr fouled by Day Thomas.
You know, it really is interesting. I mean, we talked about, and this was like 5 minutes ago, where he had not drawn 1 foul in this game, which is so uncharacteristic for him. Since that time, he's drawn 4.
Yeah. And just the 16th foul in Cincinnati, so not a shooting foul. Bears, Dan Skillings, right wing, gives to Agbum. Agbum in the paint to Yesufu. Short jumper is good by Tunde Yesufu.
Yeah, on the nice pass from Agbum. Really good ball movement. Bears finish with the ball right where they want it. Big 12 logo in the lane. Yesufu not closely guarded.
Minute 40 to play. Bears down by 11, 67-56. Jizzle James, top of the key, dribbles left to right. Now around the screen of Chom, passes right corner to Thomas. Day Thomas drives in, ball knocked away, stripped away. Here comes Cameron Carr on the breakaway. And the ball knocked out of his hands and out of bounds, and no foul call.
I saw it. I don't know. The call was he got all ball. But that is Carr's game. And, I mean, he had the opportunity to retreat. You don't do that with a minute 19 to play. But still, he had one thought in mind, and that was get to the line.
Inbounds it comes to Carr. He'll launch a long 3. It rims out. No good. Baba Miller, the rebound for Cincinnati. There's Converge on him. He passes it away to Jizzle James. You know his first name, Jizzle, not actually Jizzle. It's actually Edgerrin.
It's not on the birth certificate.
No. But Jizzle James dribbles on the perimeter as the Cincinnati fans applaud. They're running some clock here, and there's going to be a shot clock violation. Shot went up just as the clock expired. Rebound Tunde Yesufu, and a foul is called in the backcourt.
And
it's on Baba Miller.
Yeah, that is a foul that Wes Miller did not want his team to commit.
Right.
About 90 feet from the Baylor basket. And just don't think there's enough time, even with a couple of free throws here. And you start thinking back to an open three that wouldn't go, another one that wouldn't go. Just opportunities that the Bears have just not been able to capitalize on. And when you're down the way they have been in the second half, double digits most of the way, you got to have them.
Tunde Yesufu, the former McDonald's All-American, shooting free throws. Baylor just now in the bonus with 40.9 seconds to play. First one is good. He's 2 of 2 at the line tonight. Second one short, he chases it, got the miss, put it up, no good. Mustafa Cham has it. Gets it out to Jizzle James. Baylor reaching, swatting at the ball, and they're going to call Caden Powell for a foul in the backcourt.
You know, Yesufu's had a really good night. He's one of those guys that will have the kind of night that he's had, and you look at the stat sheet and say, well, that's a pretty good night.
Yeah.
16 points, has 7 rebounds in the game, a couple of assists.
Foul number 4 on the night on Caden Powell, 31.5 seconds remaining. Jizzle James at the free throw line. And he missed it. His first miss at the line in conference play. Here's Cameron Carr, drives in again. No foul, but the ball is knocked out of bounds. He's just going for that foul call. Cham is sure that, he's very sure that call should be reversed, so he's going to talk head coach Wes Miller into a review here.
Yeah, and I think that's a legit review because that ball it was knocked out of Carr's hands, and it may have bounced out of bounds off of his chest, Carr's chest. So a review at 7 seconds to play. His team up by 10, but it's worth a review here. Not going to worry about losing the timeout.
So they'll take a look at it. Very little time remaining. 10-point lead for Cincinnati, 67-57. Bears with the loss going to drop to 11-9 on the season. Now 1-7 in Big 12 play. Cincinnati, a big win for them. They'll go to 11-10, 3-5 in the Big 12 with a win for the Bearcats.
You know how many times we said this season, John, just with this team, there's no room for error. And tonight, I mean, you got to come both barrels loaded, and they just weren't tonight. And this is a really good Cincinnati team. We talked about how you look at their roster, what they got out of the transfer portal. This is a complete basketball team. When they're making shots, they made enough tonight to be one of the better teams in the league. You can beat Iowa State in this arena playing well. You can beat about anybody.
So that call was reversed. He was correct. It's Cincinnati's ball. They inbound. Beat the backcourt pressure. Pass into the front court to Baba Miller. Shot clock is off. Cincinnati doesn't have to shoot the ball. Final 10 seconds. We'll count down. Coach Scott Drew and Coach Wes Miller already meet at midcourt. And another tough loss for this Baylor team, still trying to find their way in the Big 12. They lose on the road tonight to Cincinnati, 67-57 the final.
Well, and they're trying hard. I mean, one thing that you do notice, John, at the end of a game like this, very disappointing loss, but the effort is great. It really is. I mean, even down by 10 with less than a minute to play, they're going after every loose ball. And in that sense, it's heartening because that is not easy to do. Your back's against the wall. You're now 1-7 in the league. And if you've got to coach effort from the sideline, that makes bad matters worse, and that has not been the case.
Yeah, no question about that. Dan Skillings making his way through the handshake line, and a really long conversation between he and Cincinnati head coach Wes Miller. Leans over and has a long conversation in his ear. And then Skillings goes on down the line, and he knows and played with most of those guys. So That's fun to see. And Jalen Celestine, of course, former Baylor player, comes out on the winning end tonight. Cincinnati over Baylor, 67-57, the final. Stay with us. The First Central Credit Union postgame show is coming up next. Our final score, Cincinnati 67, Baylor 57. This is Baylor Bear basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
It's the wrap-up year sales event at Allen Samuels in Waco. Get the 2025 Ram 1500 Lone Star with 0% for 72 months or 3.9% for 72 months, plus 10% below MSRP and $2,000 in Black Friday select inventory cash. Check out the huge selection of 2026 Ram 2500s, now with $4,000 combined bonus cash allowance, backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Hurry, these year-end savings won't last long at Allen Samuels.
Come by. Let's be friends.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to Nextlink Internet. With Nextlink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, Nextlink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give Nextlink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears!
Today we have two very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love to cater all kinds of events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
This has been live coverage of Baylor men's basketball. Now, it's time for the First Central Credit Union postgame show. Brought to you by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. TFNB, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Nissan, innovation that excites. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Premier ER and Urgent Care. Feel better now. Stay tuned as we break down the game, listen to highlights, and talk with Coach Drew, players, and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
It's a final from here in Cincinnati. The homestanding Bearcats knock off the Bears 67-57. Welcome into the First Central Credit Union postgame show, brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. Bears fall to 11-9 on the season, now 1-7 in Big 12 conference play with the loss tonight. Visit with Coach Drew. We'll give you all the final numbers, all coming up on the First Central Credit Union postgame show. Brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. Follows the 67-57 loss by the Bears to Cincinnati here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway, right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new Sports Vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Texas Golf Carts has been providing sales, service, and leasing to Central Texas since 1993. We offer many different parts and accessories from various manufacturers and are the only authorized Yamaha and Club Car dealer in Central Texas. Visit our new location off Highway 6 in Waco or call us at 848-5991 and let us know what you are looking for, and we'll provide the expertise in meeting and achieving your desires and specifications. We are also proud supporters of the Baylor Bears. Sick 'em, Bears.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to Nextlink Internet. With Nextlink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, Nextlink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give Nextlink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is a longtime supporter of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Baylor fans are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and get your own custom Baylor Bear debit card. With 6 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB Your Bank for Life. Member FDIC.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
We welcome you back on the First Central Credit Union postgame show, brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. 67-57 the final, Cincinnati over Baylor. We're also brought to you by Premier ER and Urgent Care, the place to go when you're not sure where to go. Open 24/7 and just a short walk across campus. No appointment necessary, just walk in. Visit premier.care to learn more. Bears fall by 10 tonight to the Bearcats. Pat's got a look at the final stats.
Well, John, by the way, somebody opened the back door.
It all of a sudden got really chilly.
It's really cold outside. It's working its way in here. Just another rough night for the Bears. And when you look at shooting percentages, neither team shot it well. We said before the game, you got to play the percentages with Cincinnati. Even though they made a bunch of threes to start the game, they end up shooting poorly. Just 27% from the three-point line. Baylor worse than that. They were 6 of 26. That's 23%. Bears made just 5 of 9 free throws. Big difference in the game. Cincinnati made 11 of 14. And overall, Bears shoot it at 35%. Cincinnati, not much better, 38.7%. But it was the damage done along the baseline, I thought, that really is what separated these two teams. Bears did not have an answer for Chom or Miller second half. Those guys combined for 32. And Bob and Miller had 17 individual rebounds in the ball game. From a Baylor perspective, 3 different players in double digits, 16 for Tunde Yesufu. Really nice night for him. 7 rebounds, had a couple of assists, had a steal in the ball game. 14 for Obi Agbam, who was 4 of 11 from the three-point line, had 3 assists, no turnovers, 3 rebounds as well. And then Dan Skillings played really well in front of a crowd that he's very familiar with. 10 points, 7 rebounds in the ball game. Caden Powell was a warrior tonight. 5 points, 6 rebounds in the ball game, and did have a block shot right out of the gate, which was a highlight reel kind of play. And then I think the storyline of the game, John, you and I were following it. Cameron Carr just had one of those nights. Some nights are better. This one was a rough night for him. Really the only rough night like this one he's had all season. 4 points. Did get 7 rebounds in the game. He did have 4 assists, but just couldn't get to the line. He was 1 of 11, and hard for the Bears to win when he scores at just 4 points a game. 4 apiece also for Michael Ratai and Isaac Williams to get the Bears up to 57. I mentioned those 2 double-digit performances by Miller and Chom. Jalen Celestine, the former Baylor Bear, had 5 in the game. 8 points for Day Thomas, 6 rebounds, 4 assists for him. And then Jizzle James, who just found the range somehow. 13% coming in from a three-point line. He was 5 of 6 tonight. He had 17 in the game. And then 5 for Keyshawn Tillery. That's it for Cincinnati. Bears defensively hold an opponent to below 70. Pretty good night, but you got to have some offense to complement that. Bears just didn't do that. Other finer points, Bears turned it over 10 times. Cincinnati got 13 points off those turnovers. Cincinnati, 8 turnovers. The Bears got 7 points off of those. Bears outscored Cincinnati in the paint. Go figure, 34-24 there. Second chance points were even at 10. And the Bears won the battle of the backboards, so this is now 6 of 8 conference games in which the Bears out-rebounded their opponent 42-38 in that category in this game. And Bears end up losing this one by 10 in the second half. They trailed by, what was it, as many as 13.
Yeah.
And so, again,
no,
great.
I'm sorry, 18 late in the game.
Okay,
yeah.
It was 18. So they fought their way back, end up going down by 10 in this game. So got to come up here anywhere on the road in the league. You got to have both barrels loaded. Bears did not have that tonight, but the effort was there. They'll continue to persevere, but tonight they go down by 10.
Cincinnati never trailed from the opening bucket, and they go on to win the game to run their record to 11-10, now 3-5 in the Big 12. More to come on the First Central Credit Union postgame show. Still to come, our visit with Bears head coach Scott Drew. We invite you to stay tuned for that. Brought to you by Alliance Bank. We're also brought to you by the Greater Waco Chamber. Whether you're a member business or considering membership, optimize the opportunity to gather and grow your business with us. Go to wacochamber.com/activate to explore the benefits of membership. More to come on the First Central Credit Union postgame show in a moment. Brought to you, as always, by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. Tonight follows a 67-57 Cincinnati win over Baylor on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
It's the wrap-up the year sales event at Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Waco. Drive the stunning 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee L with 0% financing for 60 months, or take $4,500 in combined bonus cash, plus $1,000 in select inventory cash. And right now, enjoy no payments for 90 days. Just sign and drive into the new year. These deals end soon, so hurry into Allen Samuels in Waco today.
Come by. Let's be friends.
Planning a new or used vehicle purchase? Drive the lane with First Central Credit Union's easy online application. It's a winning season with First Central's full court press of quick local loan processing, your best rate, and flexible terms. Apply online. You'll score at www.firstcentralcu.com. We're your team.
Membership and loan policy requirements apply. Member NCUA.
Do you want to earn points while cheering on your favorite Baylor teams? Join Baylor Bold Rewards. Track your attendance on the Baylor Sports app across athletic events and earn points towards prizes and experiences. Download the Baylor Sports app or register online today at BaylorBoldRewards.com and start earning your points today.
Baylor fans, ready to keep it cool this season? Ice and Easy delivers premium ice lightning fast. From tailgates to restaurants, construction sites, concerts, and races, Ice and Easy has you covered. Game day or work day, keep your drinks cold and your spirits bold. Ice and Easy, we deliver, you chill. Proud supporter of the Baylor Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Back with us courtside in Cincinnati as we continue on the First Central Credit Union postgame show brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. Pleased to be joined by Baylor freshman Tunde Yesufu, and tough night for you guys against a really good, really talented Cincinnati team.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like they scouted us pretty well. We should have made some shots, but we left. I feel like our effort was there, but we need to execute some play that our coaches got for us and just keep playing together.
Yeah, effort was definitely there. There's no question about that. When you say they scouted you well, in what areas do you feel like they kind of had your number?
I would say in general, I think it came to a point where when they go to zone, the zone kind of bothered us a little bit. We still were trying to figure it out, a way to be able to, punish them. But I feel like, it gets to a point we did, but it was too late, and that's one of the toughest things.
One thing they seem to be able to do today is work their offense to where they got mismatches, right? You got you guarding a guy 7'2", you got you guys, or you or Obi or any of those guys, guarding guys where you just don't have the length to be able to defend the shots that they were taking. That's a pretty consistent theme in this game.
Yeah, definitely. Like you say, it was a really good, coaching staff and players just that make sure, they find the right mismatch to be able to score under the basket over there on their side. So, yeah, it was tough, but, it happened. So now it's up to us now to get back at it and just keep, finding a way to not have those moments again.
Yeah. Well, like John was saying a minute ago, the effort was great. I mean, really, from where we sit, you guys never quit. You kept clawing back. You got it to 10. It was too late. Where's that effort come from? I mean, you guys just continue to be resilient.
Yeah, definitely. We want to win. I can tell everybody buying to everybody hate losing. It's not a great feelings. We all wanted to win. So when it get to a point, we don't want to give up. Till the clock shut down. We just want to keep fighting.
We have it's kind of a first for you here at Baylor, but we've been on some of these 2-game trips, and we've seen the coaches really just go to work. Not that they didn't leading into this game, but then maybe stay up all night and just get a game plan ready for the next game, whatever that is. We talked about the coaches having you guys ready. They really do prepare you well for every game, don't they?
Yeah, definitely. I can tell. I talk to Coach Drew every time we lose or we win, whatever the case may be. He always, stay up late, to try and figure a way for us to get better, together, just be able to get some win in. So, yeah, all of them, they do a great job by finding a way for us to just feel comfortable, just be able to get easy basket.
Well, you got another one on Saturday, part of this swing. And I guess that's maybe what kind of keeps you going. As Coach Drew says, as long as the ball is dribbling, you're still playing, you got a chance.
Yeah, definitely. We can't just keep thinking about the losses. Obviously, it hurts, but again, it's a Big 12 conference. We all have a bunch of games ahead, so we're just gonna move on to the next one and be prepared for the next ones.
This is maybe a better question for Saturday, but that Saturday will be the midway point of the conference schedule. 18 games. That'll be your 9th there. What have you learned, or how do you feel like you've grown and developed through this first half of league play?
Honestly, just being able to keep playing tough. Sometimes, this type of moment, make us realize how, quick it goes by, and just be able to, rely everything on your teammate, just be together, no matter what the obstacles ever face us, to never, shut it down and keep our head high.
Yeah, very good. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right, well, thanks for your hard work, and thanks for visiting with us.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
All right, thanks very much. Tunde Iesafu with us post-game as we continue on the First Central Credit Union post-game show. It is brought to you by First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. Still to come, our post-game visit with Bears head coach Scott Drew. That will be coming up as we continue on the First Central Credit Union post-game show following a 67-57 Bearcats win over the Bears tonight here in Cincinnati, here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway, right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new Sports Vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Texas Golf Carts has been providing sales, service, and leasing to Central Texas since 1993. We offer many different parts and accessories from various manufacturers and are the only authorized Yamaha and Club Car dealer in Central Texas. Visit our new location off Highway 6 in Waco or call us at 848-5991 and let us know what you are looking for, and we'll provide the expertise in meeting and achieving your desires and specifications. We are also proud supporters of the Baylor Bears. Sick 'em, Bears.
Kids can now join the Baylor Cub Club, the official kids club of Baylor Athletics, presented by Green Eye Associates. Fans 12 and under can register for the low cost of $25 and gain exclusive benefits and access to Baylor Athletics events. Members receive free admission to select events, exclusive giveaway access, and their own membership package. To register your Cub, please visit BaylorBears.com/Cub Club. Sign your Cub up today.
At Magnolia Realty, award-winning agents set the bar for professionalism and excellence. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, Magnolia's full-service brokerage will guide you through every step of the process with expert industry knowledge. Their agents are fully invested in learning your story and customizing the real estate experience to suit your stage of life. Magnolia Realty has been serving cities across Texas since 2007, including Waco, Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, and Temple. To get connected or learn more, visit magnoliarealty.com.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Back with us on the First Central Credit Union postgame show. It's brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. 67-57 the final. Cincinnati over Baylor tonight. We're also brought to you by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Joined by Bears head coach Scott Drew now, brought to you by Alliance Bank. Alliance Bank, your Central Texas business bank. Great to have Eric Sharrow along on the trip with us from Alliance Bank. And, Coach, tough night at the office tonight here in Cincinnati.
Well, we have 3 keys we go into the game with, and we got all 3 keys. And in 23 years, it's only the second time we've lost when we've gotten all 3 keys. So I can't fault the effort. And execution-wise, I need to do a better job getting this attack in their zone early on. I thought second half we did a much better job of that. You got to credit Jizzle James. He wasn't on the team. They were struggling. He comes back. They do better. He's still not shooting it well. We come to practice. He's in the gym. Shoot 13% in conference. Yeah. He goes 5 for 6 against us. So 1, he took the right ones. 2, he made them, and 3, put the work in. So, I mean, at the end of the day, we got guys that are working, guys that are putting it in, but sometimes it translates, sometimes it doesn't. As a coach, I ask them for 3 keys. We got all 3 keys. Again, only one other time in 23 years we haven't won when we got all those. So we keep getting the keys, we'll be fine. But it's the first time we got them all year. You'd like to get a freaking win.
Their size, how much did their size affect you tonight?
Definitely their size is real. I mean, Theom probably be in the NBA if it wasn't for the NIL thing. Right. So he has NBA size, length. Baba Miller played for Coach Jacobs at FAU, and another guy that size and length is real. And I thought our first shot defense was good in the zone. We didn't have an answer for Baba on that weak side, and he made us pay. And I know he's a really good young man. I know Coach Jacobs loved him, so I just wish he didn't get 18 and 17 against us.
Right. Seemed like on our defensive end, every time you look down there, there's one mismatch after another. Many times I'd see Obi guarding Miller. I'd see Tunde guarding Chom. It seemed like they exploited that.
Yeah. Well, actually, man, we'd have to look at the points per possession because I think we did a decent job on that. Hey, let's face it, they shot 36%, scored 67 points. I mean, if we can make a bucket, and again, Cincinnati's really good defensively. We go 5 for 9 from the free throw line. There's no defense on the free throw line. Right. So I mean, we just got to our margin of error is slight. Everything has to be on point. But I think early on, probably our shot selection wasn't as good. And this as a shooter, if you take the right shots, make them, then you're rolling, and then you can make tougher shots. You start out with tougher shots, you miss them, it's harder to get going.
Yeah. Well, and 2, I mean, this is the only night John and I could think of where Cameron Carr just really struggled. And it's hard for you guys to win when he's scoring just 4 points.
Well, the 1 for 11 makes it hard, too.
Yeah, well, that's true.
I mean, Cam's hadn't had many nights like this. And a lot of those attempts were, I thought, shots that normally he makes. He had some transition layups and opportunities. I think the 3, they did a good job forcing him out. He really didn't have any great looks to get him going. And we got to do a better job as a staff trying to put him in that position. And then as a team, we have to we have to be willing to go deeper in the shot clock to get shots that we want to take, rather than we call $1 million shots. We didn't have a lot of $1 million shots, and it's hard to get going after you're not making shots.
What do you try to do over the course of a game to get Cam going?
Well, I mean, him going to the hole is usually a good thing for us. And I don't know how many layups you guys saw here. I think any layup over Baba or layup over Mustafa, you can understand. If those two guys weren't there and we miss layups, then you're like, snap, it's just one of them nights. So at the end of the day, we got to in the charge circle, you got to make those.
Well, you've talked a lot about how as long as you're still playing, as long as the ball's still bouncing, you got a chance.
And again, Baylor fans, I mean, no one likes losing. It sucks. But we put out the effort today. Execution's got to get better as far as the offensive end with shot selection. And that's my job, put our guys in better positions now. If again, we have the right shots and we miss it, then we are rebounding them 11-8 on the offensive glass. We got to get more. So I think we came in, I don't know, 4th, 10th in the nation offensive. So we've been pretty good at that. But we got to be even better when we're not making shots. And for most of the year, we ain't making shots.
Coach, thanks. Let's go get West Virginia.
Sounds great. Hey, everybody in Waco, it's 60 degrees tomorrow. It will be negative whatever, so you're doing a lot better than we are. Thanks.
Thanks, Coach. Coach Scott Drew, his post-game comments brought to you, as always, by Alliance Bank. Alliance Bank, your Central Texas business bank. Pat, wrap things up here on the First Central Credit Union post-game show. Bears fall tonight, 67-57. Next couple of days, still on the road. Stay here tonight. Head to Morgantown tomorrow. So be there Thursday night, Friday night, play the Mountaineers on Saturday afternoon.
Well, what Coach Drew said, and I think Tunde spoke to this as well, the effort is there. And if you've got a coach effort, you got a real problem. And so that's really, I think, all you can ask. I didn't realize that, but how many times have we heard in the pregame, get those 3 keys, and their winning percentage, it's off the charts.
Right.
To get those 3, and as Coach Drew said, first time in 23 years that's happened. Just, one of those nights where got to be hitting on all cylinders to win in any game in this league on the road. Just wasn't the case tonight.
67-57 the final score. Dan Horde goes home happy tonight. Bearcat fans go home happy this evening. Bearcats win over the Bears. Next up, Baylor and West Virginia will be on the air at 2:30. Tip-off at 3 Central Time on Saturday for Baylor and West Virginia.
Be nice to get back from West Virginia at a time earlier than 3 a.m. How about that? That's a first.
Not so fast, my friend.
Good
We're
point.
not home yet.
Okay, good point.
But we rely on Ty Beard to get us home safely. All right, we appreciate everyone being with us tonight. Let's pause here 10 seconds for station identification. Back in 10 seconds on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
From the ESPN studios, this is KRZI Waco, K222DC Waco, K265DV Temple, ESPN Central Texas.
And back to wrap things up and say goodnight. Thanks for being with us, and thanks to Dr. Van Goodall in our network studios this evening. Pat, let's see if the Bears can figure out a plan and execute that plan and get a win over West Virginia Saturday.
We're with them.
Yeah.
I mean, really, it's when things are down, and they are, you gotta hang in there and find a team you can pull for. And I think this team is worthy of that. I really do. It's a dip, but I love Coach Drew's attitude. Keep playing, keep persevering. Something good is going to happen.
Yeah. All right, 67-57, the final. Bears fall to the Bearcats. For Pat Nunley, I'm John Morris. We do appreciate you being with us this evening. Our final score once again, Cincinnati 67, Baylor 57. Good night from the Queen City.
You've been listening to the First Central Credit Union postgame show.
Thank